very high prio for them. I'm not
Sion ban against Driver, so not first picking that.
Tournament for the rest of it. But I am
Orianna Asir, sorry, Orianna Rice, so Asir open. Wukong open, Yunar open, Yunar's banned. Wukong and Nasir are the big ones, I would say. Are you trading or are you giving one?
What gets through, as you say, Azir is up no longer. Is it
Asir banned, so it should be Wukong first.
Things like the Wukong that have been so
I would say.
prized as a first pick jungler for teams so far.
This most likely will be something like Sin and Aurora or Talia. Aurora and Sin or Jarvan, I would say. Sin. I would say Talia here. And top lane pick maybe? Cassante Rumble Talia? Rumble Talia? And now this should be Ornn. Or you could put Aurora top and can't pick mid, but what is there really? Galio? Galio is nice, no? Yeah, Galio is nice here. Galio or Ornn, I think. Cassante, Galio, Ornn, Ambessa into Rumble? Not sure. I like Ornn or even Galio most, I think. Maybe Galio. If you play top lane.
I would honestly love to see an Ornn. I feel like
Okay,
Ornn is a really good
doesn't
matchup
play,
in
but
a
Ornn is
Rumble.
fine.
I feel like it suits Driver's playstyle, and
Yeah,
it is going to be the
looks
Ornn.
good.
So we're going to have matched roles, fairly predictable.
Best bot lane combos right now. Rakan, I think more so for KT than CFO, because Rakan into Talia is annoying, and Rakan with Wukong is really good, so I feel like Rakan for KT goes pretty hard, and CFO need to think about this one.
Especially because CFO is on the red side, or will KT just go?
And there's Caitlyn for Eastern teams, something Dokdam also played this tournament. There's Kai'Sa, and Draven for Dogo. I would say Rakan is the big ban for CFO, they banned Nautilus so far. For KT, maybe Draven, depending on what you want to blind, can be good ban.
Siege really effectively, and with a Wukong, a Talia, a Rumble there to poke people out underneath the tower, even go for that all-in on a Siege. I actually really like the Caitlyn as an opportunity here for KT.
Yeah, especially when you think towards what KT would like here, something that can contest on mid-wave, try and keep pressure so that then you can have this Talia operate on side lanes, and then use that strength into finding picks.
I think, for example, Caitlyn ban into Rakan pick for CFO would be decent. They banned Rakan. Caitlyn is something they need to think about. Maybe they pick themselves.
Okay, it's gonna get banned.
Because if you don't pick Caitlyn here, I think Dokdam will.
It feels like Rel is the obvious pick over on the other side, so I thought they might have tried to go, Alistar
I don't think they're
as a
picking
bit of
Karma.
a pre-denial. Karma would be interesting. You know, they don't necessarily need hard engage from support because they do have it for their Ornn, whereas Peter, I feel like, you know, they're more looking for that primary engage. This would lead me to believe
Caitlyn would make more sense,
though. A real lane counter here on 5 with Doggo, which
unless you got something really good into Kate.
Because in my mind, CFO's bot lane kind of has to go ballistic for them to win the series.
Yeah, this to me says they, I was about to say, they take the Karma, you want to try and have Karma Ezreal in case that Caitlyn
doesn't he just go Kate here? Like Caitlyn Bard here or something?
Corki, already a great lane neutralizer. Doggo's been fantastic on it. It makes a ton of sense.
Otherwise, it's like what, Kai'Sa Rel?
Ezreal?
Ezreal is fine, I
really
think.
would like to see something along the lines of the Rel here. I just feel like, you know, having that set up alongside
Ezreal Rel, Ezreal Leona, maybe Leona.
You know, having that hard engage, be able to set up the seismic subs.
Yeah, maybe Leona.
I do feel like
Ezreal
it's
Leona.
really strong. Yes, you have the Wukong, but I feel like Wukong generally works better kind of as that secondary engage or engaging at the same time. And when you have the Ezreal, yes, you can play like Ezreal Karma and that sort of style for lane dominant, but you can also just
Ezreal Bard, Ezreal Leona, Braum blind. Wow.
Instead, it's going to be more of a neutralizing pick.
Good Braum angle, I think. For sorry, Bard, not Braum. This Braum blind opens for Bard for Kai Wing. I like Bard here. Bade.
Alongside that, Braum is okay at
I would say by far the best Bard. Don't like Renata so much. Don't like Yumi. I think Bard best.
And then you have the follow-up from the Talia and the Rumble if you want it. CFO now looking towards their support, that counter pick.
Oh yeah, he plays the Nami. Right.
So before this year, if
He's played it a few times already.
I would have said, nah, man, that's a loss. It's a free L. But from this year on, he has actually really leveled up his game on these enchanters.
Yeah, it does mean, though, for CFO operating in team fights, they really need to be careful on how they use these like double ultimates on the Ornn and the Nami, because Braum can get a ton of value on them.
Yeah, Braum blocks both the Nami ult and the Ornn ult.
Their one-item spike is incredible.
But this lane is not easy for them. Corki, Nami should completely stomp Braum Ezreal. Like, we might see an Ezreal laning top into Ornn this game. I'm not sure if they can lane very well bot lane, 2v2. So it might be Rumble Braum versus Corki Nami instead of Ezreal Braum.
But at the same time, Nami obviously really
It's a Kai Wing special, this Nami.
And this is going to give them a lot of power in this 2v2.
Perhaps Braum blind not the best against him because he liked this one. And also Bard would have been good. Like, he had many options in theory, right? So maybe Braum blind not the best. I think the reason they did that was for the Ornn ult, but I'm not sure if it's worth it myself. Picking Braum to block the Ornn ult when you can get countered.
Punish people who are going in. And with the Nami, being able to buff you up, that is going to be even more powerful. So excited to see what kind of an advantage they can actually build here.
Have our eyes down towards that bottom side. Doggo, the real breakout star of the tournament. He's been impressive from time to time in the past, especially MSI when he subbed in for RNG. I think a lot of people started to realize who he was as a player. But at this tournament, so far, one of the best AD carries we've seen.
And it's not the first time we've talked about him like this. Right the way back when he was on Beyond Gaming, it was Doggo that made a name for himself at these international tournaments. So much so, he got picked up by Billy Gaming, ended up moving across then towards Ultimate Prime, and it was just across the board. Doggo was fantastic. Unfortunately, he wasn't able to find that.
Maybe has to start W here.
But hang on a second, as maybe in trouble here as he moves through.
Yeah, a bit of invade coming out from KT. Doggo will be forced
W
away.
No, has to.
Third volley from BDD means that Doggo doesn't have to be worried about something like a seismic shove. The Winter's Bite doesn't find its mark, no concussive blows, no slows, and in the end, CFO were able to walk away.
And this is that same bot lane that they actually used against AF.
Q in a bit of trouble here. No.
Using that Corki plus the Nami, really to a lot of success in that one.
Doesn't look like they're doing any funny business, actually. They're just laning 2v2. Corki, Nami versus Braum, Lucian. Sorry, Braum, Ezreal. I think Corki, Nami hard wins this lane, by the way. Starting W on Corki, of course, hurts a bit, but from, already level 2, he can just W forward with E on from Nami and his own E or whatever. I think this is a really hard lane for Ezreal Braum. Maybe they can get prior level 1 though, since he has no spell, the Corki. Playing W level 1 makes it so Ezreal can push for sure. But after that, I would heavily favor CFO in this lane. And Wukong can't really gank either, So there's no cheese gank into push out angle for KT this game. Might need Rumble to TP bot at some point and just swap. Because this 2v2 should not be fun to play. So most likely best course of action is at some point Rumble just base and TP bot. Yeah, level 1 they're winning for sure when he has W started Corki.
Just went for the support item. Going to be using that ebb and flow to heal them up through the wave. Also has that summon Airy, which does give you that little bit of extra shielding when you're buffing an ally. Docdam and Peter do have the level 2 first. They'll force Doggo and Kaiwing back underneath their tower.
Yeah, it's a little bit risky. I was checking, did he use them? Was there something that I missed? But I went back and he just didn't actually buy any potions. So he's going to have a little bit more money when he does first go back to base, but the other side of that is...
To Q on Corki, so they're all in from level 3, not level 2. Corki kind of needs E to play right, a long fight, and right now he has Q and W, so he will play for level 3 and then send it, I'd imagine.
I can save a little bit of gold now if I can get that 100 gold earlier.
Top looks good for KT.
I was going to say, even if they're going for the redemption build, we've seen every support essentially just trying to cheat. How much gold can I put in towards that item, right?
It's Arden Sensor all over
exactly,
again,
yeah. And we're going for the free boots now. We don't even care about roaming because that gives us 300 gold that we can put in towards the redemption buy. And the whole point is, hey, we hit that first time in Atacon and suddenly we can actually turn a big fight there thanks to that item.
So you're telling me the junglers should be leashing for the supports?
Exactly.
Level 1 blue buff Nami.
Might start fighting bot a lot now. Sin is here and they're TPing with Aurora. Wait, we actually might have a fight here, by the way. Braum is gonna Q flash, yeah, exactly. Sin is in a lot of trouble here, by the way. Braum's probably gonna die for it, but he's also dead. Yeah. This is KT winning. Honestly, really nice play. Honestly, really nice play if you think about it. Everyone collapsing, Braum Q flashes the Sin, no matter what he's gonna die. Can't flash out with the tag. Even if they kill the Braum, it's winning, because they're focusing support. This was a really nice play from KT. Double to Ezreal here, and the lane is frozen. Doggo in so much trouble. Driver might need to TP here. I think Driver needs to TP bot, and Doggo needs to run top here. Bot wave is frozen, and there's double buff on Ezreal, he can't go back there. This was a really nice play by Peter. The Sin is dead no matter what, I think. Talia flash combo to follow as well. Wukong flash after the Aurora.
They moved
Yeah, this
over
was really
first.
well played.
They really were putting so much pressure on in this fight, and Hongq just couldn't really get anything going.
A question I had in my mind coming into this series.
Yeah, Corki is running top. Or needs to TP bot. They're in a lot of trouble here, CFO. Bot wave is frozen. And this ward is going to spot the Corki, so the Rumble will not die either.
The first fight we see still where they shine, that skirmishing, that team fight, working out well.
Wasting a lot of time here.
Although perhaps slightly odd that it's in the early game where they tend to struggle.
So Doggo is moving top. This is what I was talking about. I mean, the bot wave
he had no choice. Doggo had no choice but to run top. They had to do this.
Really bad for you, so it's so terrible.
He would never be able to break that bot wave anyway.
500 plus gold lead. So Driver is basically going to sacrifice to the team. Driver saying, you know what? I will take the terrible wave. You go top, collect this wave that is pushing in towards me. They know they need to keep Doggo into a good spot, but it is a really concerning start just because it's not just about those kills, it's about the fallout afterwards.
And that will be the Dragon, right? KT are with Cuz already on this bottom side. He just clears in towards Dragon. He's going to be able to take that one up. And you've already got an AD carry to keep that push in the bottom side. And KT stacking Dragons, playing for team fights, is going to be fantastic for the style of composition that they have.
And that wave is still frozen against Driver. So he's actually, as they go up, he's going to try to run down and fix that wave. And he will be able to get it pushed in, thankfully.
Good start for KT here. They won the fight. They forced enemy to swap and lose a lot of CS, and now they get the Drake because they have bot lane on the right side still. Most likely after this they will look for a swap themselves and then they will fight the Grubs. And if Wukong is 6 for that, I would favor KT actually. Braum plus Wukong, Talia ult. It's all about getting Wukong 6 I guess in time, but I think he can. He has 2 camps to 6, should have time. Looks really good for KT so far.
As you were just talking about, like Grubs in a minute and a half, he's going to be in a fairly good spot. Hits level 6 just before that happens, and it's kind of that little bit of.
It all stems from that bot fight, I guess. Bot fight means double buff Ezreal and freeze, because Corki is moving with bad wave. The bot fight just snowballed into a lot, no? Not only winning fight, but lane situation, double buff into Drake now, top laner behind, AD behind. It's all from the bot fight.
And eventually it will collect and come to you.
Oh, Braum is TPing top here. Rumble will base, go bot, actually just TPing bot. And now Ezreal is coming here and they're gonna fight the Grubs in 1 minute. CFO need to base fast and be ready for this. Braum might freeze this. And waste your time. He's crushing the wave and basing. He needs to base fast right now. Base.
The vision that's there for KT as well. Like they have this ward that's just sitting over towards their Grump, and it's been able to spot out like.
Ornn has TP advantage for the Grubs. Might need to use this.
If there's some sort of dive that was there, so just already KT very aware of the type of plays that CFO like to make in these early stages to garner these leads.
For the moment, both teams willing just to accept these waves.
Does have Sheen on Corki? Does. Give this if you're CFO, or do you just take the fight? You just take the fight, right? But KT will have first, how would you say? First Shing on the Grubs, because they have mid and top push while Corki best, and now they can restart the Grubs while Corki is receiving the wave. So CFO can contest, but they need to do it slowly. Maybe need to give first one or second one and then fight, because Corki needs to catch top lane first.
And then honestly, as KT, you don't really care.
So if they fight right now, this man disadvantage. If CFO fight here, it's man disadvantage. They might be ending here, CFO, no? This is 4v3. If they just tally ult and fight here, it's 4v3. Oh no. Justin ult maybe saves him. They're not committing. Okay, he failed flash. Sinish is dead here. It's just 4v3. I mean, Ornn is TPing, but it's too late.
Cuz looking for that flash across the wall and dashes to the Grubs. Call to the Forge God from Driver. Lands the knock up onto 2, but he's so low. Gets another double knock.
Well played, Driver.
Is not enough to stop Driver, and Hongq forcing another kill in. Dogdan starts to turn onto Doggo. Flashes across the Aqua Prism. BDD still so
This is 4v5, by the way. KT are beating them 4v5.
Driver escapes. Doggo does 2. Kaiwing does 2, and somehow Hongq gets his way away. Dogdan still looking for more. Hongq dodges away, and in the end,
this was 4v5. They owned them 4v5. Like, Driver played that really well to get something back, but that was 4v5.
It was a 5v4.
All things considered, that was 4v5.
With the TP if he was going to actually do it.
I think Driver needed to TP earlier, and they needed to play it slower because Corki was taking the top wave. Look at the map when they take this fight. Corki's farming top. It's too early to walk in. They need to wait for Corki's timing and then walk in all together when he can move. And Driver needs to TP earlier. Because this is just 3v4 to start for Cfo. So by the time Ornn arrives and Corki arrives, the Sin is already dead. So now it's 4v4. And now it's 3v4 with Cuss on the left, and they just win this. Yeah, KT just win this. Crazy, no? 2v4 here, they're playing it.
And BDD on the back of this misses the seismic shove here. That could have been another kill. So realistically, Cfo lucky that they managed to get away with how this went.
Yeah, and honestly, it would have been a game ender. Like, they could have gotten all 3 of those kills, and then that's probably all she wrote.
Drake is next. The game will, 50 seconds. So bot lanes should be bot. Yeah, they're already bot.
You're down a man, you get a grub.
KT kind of smurfed that, no? That was 4v5. All things considered. I feel like Cfo a little bit too early on the play. Like, Corki couldn't be there. Needed to play it slower. Or have Ornn TP earlier.
2 grubs out of it in the end as well means that they have that feed of
2 for 1 grubs as well for KT.
2 of the 3 required 4 feet of strength.
KT kind of smurfing so far, I think. But also Cfo making some mistake, I would say. Not so much on the crab fight. I think the crab fight was more so KT smurfing than Cfo inting. But this play felt more like Cfo inting than KT smurfing. Just have to play it slower with Corki farming top wave. There's no... Like, there's no playing that without Corki there. The Ornn TP takes too long as well, right? It's pre-10 minutes TP. Takes a long time for him to arrive, even if he TP a little bit earlier. I think they just have to play it slower.
But I agree, KT definitely has the better.
Are they just starting this Drake with Wukong or what? Wukong has Triforce, by the way. And Rumble has TP advantage, no? No, he doesn't have TP yet.
It's going to be so tough to work your way in.
How do you do this as Cfo? This might be free Drake for KT. 11 minutes second Drake. I think Cfo wants to fight this, but Rumble is here, by the way. Sin is dead. KT is owning them. It's such a good play. 5v4. It's 2 kills for free. Maybe Brom dies, but it's still 2 kills, maybe more. Wait, KT is playing really well. They're playing really well.
In these early skirmishes, Peter once again with the aggressive flash to set up KT for a boatload of gold off the back.
I mean, it's great for KT, but this time I don't really understand Cfo going for it. We talked about how the setup was so much better from KT, and if you're not even going to bring down the Ornn, then how are you going to be able to actually...
Must have been some kind of miscommunication about the Rumble there, right? From Cfo. Because 4v4, it's still hard, but 4v5, it's impossible. Like, Rumble is here, so either it's not called, or they just disrespect the enemy and think they can 4v5, but I don't think they even win 4v4, so 4v5 definitely not possible.
And even though he goes down, they're committing so much to him that you're never going to win the fight out afterwards.
Next is Herald to 20. And next Drake is like a must fight for Cfo as well. Game looks really good for KT. I think they're playing really well, actually. They did every play correct, you know, so far. The crab was really, really nice by them, I think. And the grubs, they jump on the opportunity when Corki is showing, and the others are walking up. And they played the 4v5 really well, I think, all things considered. Like when Ornn TP'd in and everything, they didn't just run, they actually slow played it and turned the play. 4v5. And here as well, moving the Rumble to the second Drake.
Equalizer plus Wukong is going to be more than enough.
So far, KT playing really well, actually.
You can't play, right? You just drop it on their head, you fly in, and they're going to
130 Herald, which will be next. I would very heavily favor KT in this game state. I feel like they have the better champs too.
But they just don't even need it when Wukong's this fed.
Like, in my mind, Nami power over Brom is the laning phase. And of course late game. But they didn't really succeed in the laning phase. Maybe because of level 1, Corki W start. But at this point, for sure Brom is just better than Nami, for sure. And I think Wukong is really OP champion in this kind of like state. Like condition of the champion, right? He's High CS, 4 kill, fast Triforce. Wukong so OP, I think, in this condition.
They were able to utilize it whatsoever, and when they didn't, and they shouldn't even be trying, you know, they're going in
Wait,
anyway.
they're diving
So
this?
it just feels like
You
they're
sure?
trying to force it, and Honky's in trouble.
Are you sure? Baited TP, oh my god. Wait,
So that KT will disengage.
they're so good.
Get the summoner out of drive, and
That
that's
was
what they're
nice.
really looking for now. You can
Force
see
the
things
TP
going
for
on
nothing.
mid-field. It's like,
Well,
okay,
for
we
their
can have
HP
an
and their
advantage
time,
on the
but
top side. Driver has to
that
stay
was really
forward,
nice
reset
actually.
that
Because I didn't see the dive, but I guess their idea is to bait the TP, no? That's it.
before anything on the bot
And
side
now
spawns.
now
2 minutes
Aurora
on
has
the
to
next
TP top.
5 on the Otacon as Skywing's chunked out by Dockdam.
Aurora has to base and TP top here.
Dash across that wall.
So they basically got 2 TPs from this play if you think about it. Because they forced the Ornn to TP bot. And therefore they forced the Aurora to TP top. So they actually forced 2 TPs from this dive. Or fake dive, or whatever you call it.
Slight advantages. Peter now has the redemption complete. You can see
Wow.
Blackfire Torch done.
That was a
there
nice
for
play.
BDD. So all of these major spikes have now come in for KT.
There's gonna be a Herald fight, as you can see, 5 men. And Rumble is just walking as well. This is 5v5. I would favor KT here. I think the Wukong is so strong here.
Perfect moving up here as well. I wonder
But
if
CFO have positioning, so this could be good. Like they can chunk a bit here, maybe look for something.
KT wants to answer without using that TP. Cuz dashing in onto driver.
Having the position helps for sure. But once they lose this, I don't know how to play. So they need to keep it.
Sack a wave and just get yourself in river. If KT can hold
They need to
these
stay there
points, that's
and
where they're
keep
most
poking them
scary,
when they
but
try to
same
enter.
goes for
I think
CFO.
once KT enter, it will be
Combo
hard to
this
re-enter for
Ornn
CFO. So they need to stay and poke them every time they come.
So strong right now, it feels like. Has double buffs once again. And he's going to be set up very well. Doggo
Yeah,
looks
they're
like
just
he's
staying
heading down
here.
towards bot
But once
side,
they
so I
take this
think
pink and
CFO
take over, it's gonna be
will
hard for sure.
Potentially getting him that blue.
Rumble is
buff,
bot
looks
now
like.
with TP advantage.
See if they
I
wanna
think they
try
should have
challenge.
sent Rumble bot from the
Perfect is just
beginning
gonna
with
push
TP
it.
advantage. Because he,
Once again,
the second they saw Ornn, he just walked up here. But because he has TP, he should be walking bot from the start and just push bot and force enemy to start Herald, right? Put them on a timer, like, hey, if you don't do the Herald right now, I'm gonna take bot tier 1, like this, you know? Now he's gonna TP probably, but this situation should have been happening before. Wukong ult is not the best so far. But he played it well, he baited him well. Wait, this could be good for CFO, no? Aurora damage is crazy. I saw this one burning, yeah? Dies for it, but I think that it's not too bad actually, all things considered. 3 for 2. They're probably happy with that.
Yeah, KT come out on top again.
Like Honky kinda smurfed that. I think without that, that was just a winning fight plus Herald, but now it's kinda like, it's okay, unless they do Drake, but they can't do Drake. Yeah, that wasn't too bad actually. Nice play by Honky here.
KT just piled in on Doggo. They knew it was all about the Corki in that fight. BDD has a great ult to follow it up, and we can just watch it one more time. He's just really wanting it a bit too much. It's not the right target to Falcon on.
No, not at all. As you say, the Unbreakable goes up and it's all sad times for Doggo. Immediately has to try and flash away. And everything is burned to try and keep Kuzafe. So as BDD comes in, and that great ultimate again from Perfect just keeps CFO
Yeah, I think without Honky making this play, this was just a really bad fight for CFO. He took 2 with him.
Are just struggling to find that success against KT.
Nice play, Honky, to bring it back. And we have a 5v5 on Drake. CFO have to fight this. Ults are down though, by the way, for literally everyone. It's Astral and Corki having ults. No one has an ult here. What does that mean? Is Nami winning this fight then? Maybe Nami can slow play this with heals. Sin might die here, or have to flash out. Ooh, the plant. Redemption is huge. Sin got it, by the way. Run. Try to leave. They're getting the Drake is already winning. Ooh, the Rumble ult. Ooh. How many do they lose for this? 3 people for Drake. It's a heavy price to pay for getting the Drake, but probably best you can all hope for, honestly.
Yeah, I mean, KT, I think, just slow played that so well because they were barely missing the ultimates from Perfect and Cuz. So they didn't want to hard commit to a fight prior to that. A great smite steal from JoJo.
Wait, they can dive them.
Does save that
Ooh, nice play, Cuz. And he dropped the aggro from this as well. Duckdom got it, I guess, and died, but that's okay. That's okay. Tier 2 and 2 more kills. That's basically 5 for 1 and tier 2 for Drake. Do they make it out before Ornn? No.
There's no one home. CFO are trying desperately
5.6k ahead, and they're just gonna click Herald now, and then they're gonna click Atakan.
Committing to Dragon. Sure, they
Drake
get
for
the
five kills and tier 2, not worth it, I guess, but you had to fight, so hard to blame them.
And we can see, look at the ultimate cooldowns here.
It's a bit of a weird one because no one has ult, you know, this one.
They're playing it slow. They want to keep them interested. They want to keep them round.
I feel like with ult, KT are just winning. Wukong ult, Rumble ult.
He had a fantastic ult across the entire
This Rumble ult was crazy.
They are retreating, and then
a little bit better than my ARAM Rumble, that's for sure.
Just about now, so they know they can continue to push forward.
I've been really impressed with Perfect's Rumble ult usage throughout this tournament. He's been spectacular on it, and we're seeing it throughout this game.
Yeah, they're just gonna click Herald now, and then they're gonna base and go Atakan. And Cfo kind of have to fight the Atakan, I think. The Herald you give for sure, but Atakan you need to fight. The next Drake. I don't know how to win a fight actually. 5k gold down. How do you win a fight as Cfo here? I guess you just don't. But if you don't fight, you're also losing. Like you have to fight Atakan, I think, somehow. I don't think you can.
It's really tough because, I mean, the bright side obviously is that Seoul isn't right around the corner. They've delayed a little bit. You can hope to maybe try to find some picks. But the downside is they don't really have a lot of ways to create explosive engages, to create that action. As long as Peter is the one face-checking, you're never going to really get a winning fight if he has people behind him. It just takes too much of their damage to be able to actually knock down this Braum.
You also just don't have the range.
Yeah.
Like, you've got a Tidal Wave and a Call of the Forge God and an Unbreakable on the other side, which is going to eat up those very easily for KT.
I think if there is a team that won't give up, though, it is CFO.
Yeah.
We've seen it every single time that they've fallen behind. They will keep fighting. They will keep fishing for picks. So if KT start to get lax for a moment, that's where CFO can try and find these picks. Now, it's not easy, but definitely this is a team that will
okay, the Braum is just going.
Man, this frontline Braum,
what?
I'm loving it. Glacial Fisher onto 2. The oysters
wait,
are falling as KT
he's the GOAT, by the way. This was crazy, no? Wait, how? KT are good, no? They're playing really well.
Peter just blast cones himself in there. He said, we don't have a gauge.
Wait, they're playing so well, I think.
Are you seeing this game? Peter is just flashing in on CD.
Like, their decisions as a team are really good. For everything this game, actually.
The man knows his role. They are snowballing. He's just going to throw himself in your face. And if you don't respond, you're just going to get wiped.
This was the first time Peter got to fly to the country, and he was like, what if I do that in-game as well?
I think my pick'ems might be wrong.
And it has been absolutely fantastic. KT, this pick.
I went CFO today. I know it's game 1, but
what the hell is a Braum doing?
KT are looking way better than I thought they would. This level of KT, I'm not sure CFO can win. Their like connection as a team seems really good. Like, everything they've done this game has been so connected from them. There hasn't been any ints, you know? No one has done anything stupid this game, I would say.
They're also a team where one game isn't indicative of how the series will go. Very true. Right, CFO, even against AL, we saw them losing but still fighting back. The question is, will they get the Scion? Will they be able to find ways to fight back against KT? Because a lot of it can be defined in draft.
So Atakan went, and now there's Drake in 40. I guess the CFO, you probably give this one. Probably give this one. You could try to fight, but you never win this fight. You should just get some gold top if you can, like tier 2 top. Wait, are we dead?
So they have to keep looking for these plays. You're hoping for a hero moment. Honkyu has been the only one that's been really even close in gold, it feels like, for a long time. So maybe if he can find that dream flank, you know, if Peter goes too far ahead of his team and he can get the backline, maybe
you just try to soul fight.
Angle, but it feels so hard because they have no vision. And, you know, when you're looking at the map, like, that is terrifying. You know, when you're saying, okay, you need to find this dream flank, you need to find this dream pick, you don't know where anyone is.
And alongside that, even if you do, like, Ezreal just arcane shifts away. Like, you put down the Between Worlds, you try and dive onto the backline, and Dogdown just says, okay, I'm jumping over this wall. BDD, perhaps a target for them. It has that Leandri to a little bit of health as CFO trying to get some pressure in from Driver up towards this top side. Third Drake will go over to KT. CFO just trying to get every bit of gold they can.
It's going to be Baron in 145. I think they're going to force the Baron, by the way. When they're this ahead, they're just going to force the Baron on spawn. They're going to push every lane, take every jungle camp, put every ward deep, and force the Baron on spawn. 130. They will not wait for Drake, I think, with this gold lead. They're just going to force. Yeah, they're putting Herald. They're just forcing. Valkyrie for Wukong ult is not bad though, for CFO. Tali ult as well. Going crazy with it.
Honkyu, looking for the weirding, won't find too much more out of it as Peter's able to retreat. Tier 2 falls for KT.
Yeah, small little advantage there,
but their ults will be up again for Baron, so it doesn't really matter.
Driver has his first ornament, so some small little things working in CFO's favor. They know they have some tempo because Braum is low and Wukong has no ult, so they're going to try to push up, see, will KT overextend? Will they make a mistake that we can try to capitalize on? Of course, every shot is a long shot from this game state, but you've got to take your chances.
Yeah, and I think CFO have been the team that have done it the best, trying to get some vision down around the Baron. 45 seconds until that's up. Nothing too deep, though, which might have given that opportunity for some sort of flank play, but KT, they're going to continue this push. And as long as they can push these waves back, it makes it difficult now for CFO to contest on the vision points that KT are going to be able to establish.
We are getting towards 2 items for CFO. Trinity Force Manamune complete for Doggo. Hongq has the Shadow Flame Liandry's, got a Sundered Sky and the Black Cleaver for Ginger. So if they can find the backline, they will be able to get through them. Driver gets tankier and tankier as the game goes on. It's hard to work your way through an Ornn, especially as an Ezreal who, although he is at 3 items, doesn't have that huge crit chance, doesn't have a huge amount of damage as they find the pick here.
Might even die.
Tidal wave down. Peter's going to stand
He died.
His teammate, but Hongq puts him in his place. CFO find the pick.
So they just force here. Maybe best chance, no?
Hongq looking for a little bit more. Cyclone from Kaz.
I think they might lose 4v5, but it's the best chance. Go. It's the best chance. But I think they might lose 4v5. Yeah, they just lose anyway. Understandable force. Understandable force. Maybe Doggo can 1-for-1. Nice. And Rommel died, by the way. Wait, this is huge. No matter how this ends, like even if Ornn dies, this is huge for the game. By far the best they could hope for, no? 3-for-3 here. Or 2-for-3 even, if Ornn can walk it out. Yeah, nice. It won't really mean anything in the big picture, but like all things considered, this is huge for CFO because their positioning, like in this game state for them is absolutely horrible. So being able to get 3 kills for 2, I think is like really the best they can hope for.
Instantly goes in. They are able to knock down Peter, and then KT is saying, okay, but we maybe can still take it in the 4v5. But look at this equalizer from Perfect. I think he's expecting that they will retreat into it, but instead it really gets nothing done. CFO doesn't know how to retreat. They're going forward.
And it works out so well because it's Doggo that you keep your eyes on here. As Duckdam goes forward, Doggo says, I'm all in as well. Flashes into the face of the Ezreal to get
nicely
the kill.
Played by Doggo and Hongq again. Hongq is playing really well now this game. Next is going to be Soul now. I don't think they will force Baron again. They don't really have the time. It's going to be about Drake now, 140.
Ornament comes through as
but that's some gold back, all things considered. Like that's nice for CFO. Big picture doesn't really mean anything, but that's nice. 3 kills. When 6k gold down and literally like 1% chance of winning this game.
Making it work for the team.
And as much as Doggo has been around for a while, we've seen him at MSIs. Hongq is the opposite. It's his rookie year.
Still gonna be a really hard fight here on Drake, but they got some gold on Aurora. Like, look at the Aurora item and Corki item. Low-key winnable now. If KT make a mistake. Nami is getting strong as well. I think at this point Nami is outscaling Braum. I would say around this time, yeah. Getting stronger than Braum. How do you do this Drake fight though? 50 seconds. Need to fight here. 6k gold down, enemy has positioning. How do you do this? Because the last play was Braum getting caught. He's not gonna get caught again. Now you have to 5v5 this time. I would say go from bot, yeah, I like this. If you can go from bot, best. 25.
And try to find these opportunities, and that's what they're going to try to do. But it's
mid-section is hard. Definitely go from bot. Skip mid wave, I think, and just go from bot. My feeling. Yeah, I like this. Best they can do. Maybe even from the lane better, but they're blocking it well. KT are reading the play well, or reading the map state well. They know where they are and what they can do, so they're blocking the area. But still the best you can do, I think. Even if they know, it's the best you can do. This positioning way better than the other one. Rumble flank is nice though. Care the Rumble ult here. Yeah, the Rumble is in... Actually, not the best. They got the Drake. Wait, they just one-shot the Drake. Can we win this? Yeah, we can win this now. It's kinda close. But they have the soul. The soul is not bad.
CFO being shepherded down towards his bottom side. Ginger looking for the engage. Doggo dived on, pulls the barrier, but then it's put in the dive as well.
They just one-shot the Drake.
KT split
They're gonna do Baron. I don't think they end here. I'm just gonna go back and check how they did the Drake so fast. Wukong just starts it. Talia comes to hit it, while Ezreal is zoning. And then Ezreal will change this at some point to the Drake. They just one-shot the Drake. I guess CFO had to go earlier. Because you're never winning that fight versus Soul, right? Like, never, never. So you had to go before the Soul, I guess, and try to kill them / steal the Drake. I liked what they did. Going from bot was for sure the best idea. But I guess you just had to, like, at some point when Drake spawns, just click, you know, and go. Like, going around makes sense. Go around slowly go. Makes sense. But at the time Drake spawns, you just gotta go. Just gotta go. Because now you're fighting versus Soul, and that's not winnable. This Soul is not bad, by the way. They buffed this one. This one is not bad. This is like the 3rd or the 4th best Soul in the game. Like, probably below Cloud Soul and Hextech, but about the same strength as Infernal, I would say, this one. Maybe even better. Maybe Infernal better. But this one is definitely up there. This one not bad. Hard to win a fight versus Soul for sure. So needed to go bot, but faster. Like, at some point when Drake spawned, just go. Fuck it. Rumble flank was good though. Maybe the Rumble flank was why they slowed down so much. But perhaps anyway have to go. Now they have Baron and Soul. Low-key end angle, by the way, right now.
Purple's going to start to walk his way across towards this top side, then goes back to mid.
I think they could potentially end on this Baron here. Not sure if they make the Elder. 10k gold lead, Soul and Baron. I don't think they make the Elder, actually. They might end here.
He's also kind of lying to you. Doctim's sitting on over 4,000 gold. He's not based in
He's only got 3 items.
Yeah, he hasn't bought in forever, so he's on equal items to the Corki right now.
Weaver's wall out.
Well, if Ezreal has 4k and no mana, he probably should just base.
Still able to defend again. The mid lane wave about 5 seconds away, and because of that, CFO can clear, then walk back towards mid. You see KT
they still have time.
Away. Didn't have the time to reset after the Chem Soul fight, then took the Baron, then pushed in.
They should have based after Baron, I guess.
That Baron beginning to expire, an entire Cyrildas for Doctam alongside a BF Sword.
Yeah,
like, probably Drake into fight, into Baron, into base, into push, right? Because it seems like they did Drake into fight, into Baron, into push without the base. But they need to base after the Baron and then push, most likely.
No, I absolutely agree. I mean, they've got a lot of the luxury items in there too, though. You can see almost 25 stacks on the Mage Eyes. Seekers is done. You have the GA ready here for Cuz. So it does feel like they have everything, but they are running out of
50
time.
seconds Baron. But they don't really need the Baron, I think. They can push anyway.
Drop the equalizer to force them off the tower and crack the base.
Yeah, I think that's going to be the play. Just try and force.
You probably just get double inhibitor and then go to the 3rd lane, or you just dive them.
Maybe they want to wait for the next wave, but like that's 30 seconds and
Cfo are engaging. Not sure why. Anyway, losing. They one-shot BDD, but it's anyway losing. I'm not sure why they're engaging, actually.
CFO pulled the trigger, but KT's reaction was absolutely sublime. They'll wipe away CFO.
I guess they feel like they're out of options, so they just try something, but
blink and you'll miss it. KT
I would say maybe wait, better.
They immediately turn towards the Nexus.
On cue, he's hopping around, but there's not really much he can do in the face of 4 from KT, Cuz.
But that's probably their logic. Not many options, just try something.
And KT go 1-0 up in this quarterfinal.
KT played really well this game, I think.
It's a great start here for
It was a really impressive game by KT, honestly. I just want to see what they did after the Baron. Do we get to see that, or are we in replay? We're in replay. Because after this, they cross to Baron, and then when we come out of replay, we are top, doing tier 2. So I guess what they should do is Drake into fight, into Baron, into tier 2, into base, if they really want a tier 2, which is a fine call to make, I think. Take tier 2 before base. But like, one more now, not possible, you know, because now they have gold from Drake, fight, Baron, and tier 2. So their gold is probably crazy at this point. Like, they said something about Ezreal having 4,000 gold. So for sure, tier 3, no point. Like, tier 2 makes sense. It's a lot of gold. You can get that. But now they should press B right now, instead of looking for more. Because now they basically, from, let's say, tier 2 fall 30-20. From 30-20 game time to 31, they're just wasting time, right? If they take this and insta-base, they save 40 seconds. So I think Baron into top tier 2 makes sense. Also Baron into base right away makes sense, but after top tier 2, have to base for sure. They realized a little bit late. But I think KT played really well this game. I'm surprised about their level. I didn't think they would be bad, but I didn't think they would be this good, if you understand what I mean. They played really well this game. Some really good decisions.
That one kind of gets him into the fight. They eliminate Doggo, and then it still looks a little dicey around the end. A lot of blinking health bars on both teams.
Yeah, I mean, since we talk so highly about when Doggo plays aggressively and makes these huge, comebacks.
I am excited to
Okay,
see what
okay.
they can bring out.
Let's see it.
KT,
So they swapped top laner. Rest is playing instead of Driver. I'd imagine Sion will be banned on red side anyway. And then there's Azir, Orianna, Ryze. Yunar's already banned. Kiana's in there.
I mean, so far he's
Kiana's
played,
banned actually already.
The Rumble, which is gone, the Sion, which I think is going to remain banned.
Alistar
and then
banned.
it's been Renekton and Rek'Sai, right? So I do think we're probably going to get something pretty standard from him.
So maybe they leave Sion open and trade.
If he wants to kind
This
of,
is possible.
go outside of that and get a bit more creative. I feel like if they wanted him to get funky, though, they would have gone red side, right? So I think that we are just going to get more standard stuff. Ori and Azir are both up here, so either we're going to get a trade.
Like you could leave one mid laner open and Sion open, I guess, and trade
and we'll
1 for 1.
You know, that's going to be the kind of key to me.
Like, let's say they random ban here, so they ban Ambessa here. Like, what if you ban Azir or Orianna, and then you get the other one for Sion? Or you get Sion for the other one. Because if you leave everything open, they just first pick Sion and get a good mid, right?
Because to me, that it's like, if you don't ban Sion here, then Cfo just went out because you just pair Ori or Azir with the Sion and you're laughing.
Yeah, because you also got the opportunity.
I think one mid ban or Sion ban is the way. One of the mids or Sion.
First picking Trundle, thinking, oh, we deny the Sion on the opposite side. We're happy to take.
Yeah, they ban the Sion, so they just trade mids.
But there's the Sion, so it doesn't really matter. I think still.
I guess both teams are happy with this, right? Cfo are happy to get Hongq on a good champ, and KT is happy to get BDD on a good champ. Like, I think both teams are happy with this. Cfo happy to get Azir on Hongq, and KT happy to get Orianna on BDD. I think you just handshake that. Our mid laner, good boy, he has good champ. Probably. Both teams say something like this. Hey! Hey!
Going into the quarterfinals, so there's the Azir. KT can also leave the Orianna for 3.
Orientated pick.
What?
Again, I think
We just jumped. We just jumped to them having Orianna Jarvan. Alright.
I also just really love KT making sure BDD.
Is this Vi? Is this Trundle? Is this... What else can you play jungle? It's Vi or Trundle, I guess.
You look at Hongq and Junja in the sort of same vein. They're the people that need to get ahead for Cfo to have a huge amount of impact. So if you can get...
What about K'Sante here? It's best you can do, no? Or Rek'Sai blind? Is Rek'Sai blind a thing?
This is kind of interesting. So they are going to go for the Trundle, obviously.
K'Sante.
Do pretty well, against this.
I think KT might do Rek'Sai now.
Taking the Trundle and the K'Sante here.
This is normally when Rek'Sai is coming, no?
Yeah, I guess maybe that's kind of the anticipation, is they're saying you're going to go Rek'Sai and Trundle's going to get value because you are kind of having an HP stacker.
Renekton into K'Sante? I don't see it. I think it's more so Rek'Sai, no? Because Renekton is like Ambessa counter / blind for later. But Rek'Sai is actually good in this matchup, right? This is when they normally play it. Okay, they just went to Renekton anyway. I think similar to last game, there's Syra Khan up there, there's Caitlyn up there, there's Kai'Sa up there, and Draven for Doggo. Similar to last game.
What's the AD carry pool going to look like with these bans?
Yeah, and I do feel like when you're banning out the Bard, you are saying,
okay, it
hey,
should be easier to drink now.
AD carry, over on this side. Ori's also something that can be quite susceptible to that.
I like the taste though.
So are trying to protect some of these carries.
Got that Poro magic.
Will remain on the ban.
Thank you, Rito. There's a Draven, man.
Going to be targeting Doggo's Draven, which I do think makes sense. To me, the Corki and the Draven were the two picks that really have stood out for him so far here at Worlds. So they are going to try to eliminate his carry threat a little bit.
And Nico taken away by Cfo, so they're trying to get rid of some of those big AoE engages to follow up with the Orianna and the Jarvan.
I am slightly surprised, because I think when you have Azir, Alistar still up on the board as well, I think you've got options to try and play in towards the Nico without her having like that full big threat.
Varus, man.
But obviously just nervous about it. There's the Varus gone as well. So Kai'Sa's
what do you pick here? Saya or Rakan, no? It's nice, if you can.
Also, honestly,
what do you think?
Like, you saw what Peter could do on an
like, let's say Rakan here and Sion 5 is nice, no? Sivir without Alistar, I see it, yeah. There's no Alistar from before.
Because I feel like if you go Kai'Sa for Dogtam, then you really open up a ton of.
Oh, the answer here. Kai'Sa lane. You could go Sarah yourself, honestly, but then you might get Lulu on 5.
To focus on the solo lanes here.
Aphelios Lulu? I like it actually. Aphelios Lulu is nice, no?
And if they go Aphelios, like we could just get Aphelios Lulu and they could go kind of like a full scaling type thing if they wanted. But of course you can't.
As crazy as it sounds, is it Yumi on 5? If they go Aphelios Lulu? No, they go Kai'Sa. So Kai'Sa what? Rakan?
A little bit of dive can reposition in team fights as well.
Rakan doesn't really have anyone to go off of though. Like normally Rakan is nice with someone that goes in, so you can just E off of that guy and send your own engage. But you don't really have anyone doing that this game. It's like a Seer going in, kinda, that you can play off of. But you don't have that like Wukong or Vi or Jarvan engaged or Xin Zhao engaged that you normally have. You don't really have anyone that goes first, you know. I don't like Rakan with Trundle is what I'm trying to say. I think there are better jungle pairings than Trundle for Rakan. I like Lulu here. Lulu or Nautilus. I like Nautilus. And not easy to play into Trundle. But it's good into Rakan. Decent into Kai'Sa, I would say. Decent into Asir, I would say. Yep. A lot of teams don't play Lulu, you know.
Yeah, I mean, it's just
like even though Lulu is
kind of the LCK style,
pretty good here and have situations happening throughout the tournament when she's pretty good. No one really plays her. I think most teams just want a melee beefy support that engages and dies for the team. And Lulu doesn't fit that, right?
It does feel like. And over on the other side for CFO, you do have
in most of the situations when she's good, people just take something else anyway.
How they're going to be able to actually play out these 5v5s. Like, if you don't have a perfect engage, I do think it gets very, very difficult.
I think it happened in one of the T1 games as well. Was that the game when he played Leona into Braum? It was, right? There was a game when Keria could have picked Lulu, I think. They could have played like Sivir Lulu, but they ended up playing Sivir Leona. He basically counterpicked himself to have someone that fit that criteria, beefy boy with some engage that die for the team, instead of going for the Lulu when it was in a really good situation. I think the situation was a little bit worse here, but still alright. For sure worse than the T1 situation when they could have picked Lulu. So I think teams just don't play it. That's what I'm trying to say. I think teams just don't play it. Or at least it's like a later Fearless pick Lulu than early Fearless. I think early Fearless, it's just Braum, Leona, Rakan, Nautilus, Rel, Alistar. Maybe Bard, maybe Nico. Those 8, I think. The big 6 melee supports plus Nico Bard, I think, are usually the ones that you will see early Fearless. Like Nami was specific to Kai Wing, right? Others don't really play that. Most supports just the big 6 melee supports plus Nami Bard. Sorry, Bard, Nico, not Nami. My brain is going too fast for my own good.
Is that not who KTR as a bean as a whole?
Is Kai'Sa laning top lane? Question mark. Look at K'Sante. He put a ward and he's channeling base. I think Kai'Sa's laning top this game. So they're doing kind of what I wanted them to do after last game. In my mind, the way to win this series is Doggo gapping Dogtam. Because as a team, maybe you're worse. Other lanes not as possible. Trundle no flash here. Doesn't die though. So I would say the way to victory is Doggo. And to get Doggo ahead, you need to either A, do something bot level 1, B, cheese gank bot, C, put him top lane to get him solo XP and a lane lead. They're going for option C. They're putting him top to have him get solo XP and more gold than he would in a 2v2. I think they could have done something similar last game. I think we might see this more this series, because this is the way to put him in a good spot.
And you gotta take your eyes up towards that top lane, as it is gonna be a lane swap up here. It is gonna be Doggo moving up.
K'Sante also left him a ward. You can see it in the lane right now.
The 1v1 against this Renekton, so it will be rest on the K'Sante.
So he can hit the Renekton in the brush. Can't hide.
And the question is just kind of how much of the CS can they get? Can they keep their health high? To really be able to get as much of this farm as possible.
Also just get as much
nice
experience as possible onto that K'Sante. Not very easy to force him away in the early game.
I think both mid laners played really well last game. Like Honky was probably the best player last game on CFO. So should be happy times for both of them having Asir and Orianna. Miss W there. Trading anyway.
Yeah, there really is, and I do think
a lot of trading here. Wait.
Just walk around the corner. can't be sure where
It was kind of same last game, no? They were fighting a lot. Maybe camera mid this series. Not bad idea for a cameraman.
He's on the way.
There's Nautilus here with flash Q. That's gonna flash Q right now and trade.
He's so low.
He's just gonna trade. Yeah. Hits a wall though, but it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. That's worth it for Peter. Nice play by Peter here. Flash for flash is good for him.
Nice roam from Peter.
And he heals as well for Orianna. Wow.
That's really well done.
W Peter. The reason why I had Q again was because he hit the wall, right? If you hit the wall as Nautilus with your Q, your cooldown gets like halved or whatever. So he had a second Q there. First flash Q, gets a Seer flash, then he chills a bit and his cooldown is very low because he hit the wall, and then he has another one. Honestly, really nice play by Peter here. At least Kaiwing froze the lane, and he tried to save him as well with flash heal. The Rakan flash heal here didn't reach in time. Doesn't reach Q, the minion in the way. So I guess nice try as well by Kaiwing to save his mid laner. Like, it's normal that Nautilus is first, you know? It's Nautilus Sivir versus Rakan K'Sante. So of course Nautilus and Sivir will have prio, and therefore Nautilus will be able to go first to mid. I think Honkyu had to respect more after he flashed out, right? He should trade flash and then just respect and wait for his Rakan. He shouldn't step up again. But that was just all Peter. Played well last game as well. Doesn't die as E. Freeze here though.
It was always going to be a tough.
Hard to play for perfect here. Top lane is frozen. Mid no, actually has TP still. He has TP. Bot is frozen, top is frozen, and Honkyu has TP. He's not dead, but he has to TP back right now.
Idle status he talked about in the teaser for the video.
I mean, that's tough. You know, thankfully, like I said, he was.
I think the only mistake Honkyu made so far was stepping up again after he flashed out.
Right? Like maybe he's just gonna get a refillable in a ward or something. I don't think he's
that's the only thing he did wrong so far.
Much gold. So he's going to be able to upgrade the dagger, but does he even have potions on top?
At least he has TP back here, and BDD doesn't, so he can farm a bit right now. Even freezes this. He's going to lose a lot of HP for this, by the way. You sure about this?
Damn sure he doesn't want that to happen.
You can't do that. Like, you can't just be tanking the minions.
The wave is so far away as well. Even the shield from the Azir E isn't going to be enough. And
how do you do it now? Because now you need to base again. Low-key on Azir.
Alongside those Ionian boots of lucidity for the extra CDR.
How do you actually do this? You have to base again on Azir. If you push this wave and base, it doesn't feel great. But if you don't push this wave and stay, it also doesn't feel great. So what do you do as Azir here? Doesn't die, it's just a trade, and the freeze is the important part. Actually, perfect as a freeze top lane. Wait, Rest has to TP top here fast, and Kai'Sa will run bot. So similar to last game, their top laner will take the L for Dogo to take the W. Looks a bit easier than last game though, but you see what I mean? Last game, Driver took the L while Dogo ran top, and this game Rest takes the L to TP top and fix the wave. Well, Dogo runs bot, but actually bot wave is frozen too. So this is not good for Dogo. He's walking onto a lane that's basically 0 CS. Double freeze for KT here. I don't know how they had a top freeze though. Like, how did Renekton have a top freeze? Because bot freeze makes sense, right? Sivir is laning into K'Sante alone. Sorry, Sivir and Nautilus are laning into K'Sante alone, so it makes sense that Sivir and Nautilus have full control of the lane and can do whatever they want. But how they have a top freeze, I have no idea. Because Renekton is laning alone there. So how he's freezing top, I don't know. That's a good trade. He has TP back the Nautilus, that's a really good trade.
If you want to get the drop on your opponents like Peter just got the drop on CFO, remember, log into your Riot account on LoLesports.com and watch Worlds live to earn exclusive Worlds emotes, icons,
Nautilus will TP back here.
Whenever you can.
Because looking to style on CFO on this bottom side here, already forcing CFO back. TP coming through from Peter to make sure he can get down here. And I think they just go for the dragon. They've got the push in that bottom lane. BDD in a great spot in mid. They don't need much more.
Yeah, I mean, they're looking like they're in an incredible spot. Judge is moving down to this side of the map. I don't think it's going to be a contest. He's just going to have to probably give it up.
Is this free, or are they making it on time?
Be such a tough approach for the Trundle.
The Sivir has prio, so it's 4v3. Kai'Sa's not here. Kai'Sa's moving with bad wave.
Disadvantage in terms of ultimates, and KT will just secure
to steal, I guess.
Again, around that 7-minute mark. It's really early from there.
And that's what I was going to say, is you're kind of happy if you're CFO
that you
playing
really well
giving
now.
a bunch of kills away like you did in game number 1. So CFO able to back away, hoping that they can find those fights later on. And you do have things like the Azir and the K'Sante, which will scale very well into
Grubs
the game.
in 30. I wonder if they're going to swap here.
They just don't have ways
Or if they just keep the AD carries and play with top laners instead.
I think Peter has just played an excellent game, right?
Sometimes you just keep the AD carry bot tier 1v1 and then everyone else goes topside 4v4.
Not allowing Junja
Could happen.
to ever find an opportunity to contest here realistically, and just going to continue playing towards his strength. He knows you're going to win the 2v2s with BDD, so just keep moving here, keep enabling BDD to play from this position of power. Look at Hongq, he's just, every time he steps forward, it's command attack, it's dissonance, it's just chunk after chunk after chunk onto Hongq that is making his life miserable.
I think Peter's just had a really good series so far, really good world so far. You could see signs of it when he was on Nongshim, like there were signs of what he could become, but here on KT...
If Hook Siri gets shuffled into tower, he can't. I understand why he's not using Q, because my first instinct was like Q, Q, Q. But if he Qs there, he gets shuffled into tower, and he has to flash out instantly. I'm not sure if it's good, yeah, better to wait. This Q is nice though. Don't have the ult here on Trundle. Renekton flashed in on Trundle, and Azir is getting ulted in the meantime by Nautilus, so he couldn't follow anything. That was a really nice Nautilus ult, honestly. Because normally there you ult the guy that you're targeting, but he ults the other people, so they can't help, right? That was a really nice Nautilus ult, honestly.
Looks like KT are happy enough just taking the 2. They'll let this grub reset. Cuz can just wait around. It's like, okay, Might's going to come back up in a couple of seconds time.
It's 3 grubs for 0, plus Drake, plus the winning fight. Are we watching a 3-0 series? That's my vibe so far. I think KT might 3-0 this series, so that's how it feels so far. We're gonna need some fucking individual outplays here, because as a team they just look clean. Like, insanely clean.
As Cfo kind of try to do this late contest, it's similar to the problems they had in the first game, where even when you have the main advantage, they're not actually utilizing it because Junja goes so early. By the time Doggo is moving up, he's already cooked, and then you're just giving
Junja went too fast here. But he kind of had to go, right? At some point he has to go, otherwise they're just giving all the grubs.
And the Sivir is just chilling.
Not easy situation.
And you
KT are playing really well.
With triple grubs.
Overall, Casey's early game really
doesn't look like Doggo got any lead either from the swap. Sivir is actually ahead. And same level.
To a Jarvan. That's just not something you too commonly see in the early game. They haven't been able to find pressure in the lanes. The early lane swap from KT, really solid.
Red buff on this Renekton. That's not easy.
That Rest and Doggo were
Trundle in lane though. This could work actually. No flash on this Renekton. No flash, no ult. They know that. This could work.
On KT has an advantage. We'll see if Junja can try to make any sort of a gank happen. You just feel like
this could work.
Need to make some sort of a move.
He might dash here with red buff and trade.
World in which Perfect dies here.
He might dash and trade. This might work. This works. He's dead now. K'Sante didn't ult.
He's not playing the Jarvan.
If K'Sante ulted, he was dead, no?
Now has the dominus in 1 second's time, and Cfo won't look for a further dive.
I was going to say, there's a very slim window that they were looking to play on, and now Perfect is going to be completely fine. Reset, opens...
Next Drake, 130. I think Cfo might have to give that one, but it doesn't feel great. Nothing to trade for. Can't really dive the Renekton. And they have 0 grub as well, so if they go topside, after Drake, KT can just go hit bot tower. Like, they have to match their plays. This is just 2 plays, by the way, if he wants. Okay, doesn't want his basing for Essence River, maybe.
So many wards that they're actually placing in the enemy jungle here.
Game looks really good for KT again. I feel like we might be watching a 3-0, by the way.
Full river control as well. You know, when you're behind, you're saying, jungler, please save me, bail me out, get a kill. But like, they know where he is. They got map packs.
Really nicely played from KT in this early game. For Cfo, you do still scale. You've got an Azir. You have a Rakan there for the engage. You've got Subjugate if anyone gets too tanky later on.
Shuffle into tower, but doesn't even have to flash. Actually has flash. The pillar makes it. Nice. Nice pillar. That's nice. I think they need to kill that guy on next Azir ult. Orianna has to die on next Azir ult. Actually, Azir is dead. And I get nothing back. Nice shockwave into Nautilus ult flash. Nice play by Peter, nice play by BDD. Ult flash into Nautilus is like the only, how would you say, mechanical thing you can do on the champion. Because if you ult and then flash close, there's no that before the knockup. It just knocks up right away. Can they really do this? No, they can't. I mean, he lives, but he uses everything plus TP to save. And it was a Seer TP as well. That's so good for KT. They use nothing, you know? They use nothing to get this.
Doggo to survive in the 1v3, but at the end of the day, as you say,
they got Kai'Sa flash ult and Azir TP for nothing. Sivir ult.
While KT is going to start the dragon and say,
and now they get Drake. Oh shit. They're owning them. And plates mid. And Kai'Sa's the base run mid and she lost a lot from this. And Azir lost a lot from this.
In his favor with that first item already completed, it is still KT winning.
And it's Feats.
They're owning them.
12 minutes in, 3 objectives to none, 3 kills to none.
Yeah, Feats already, yeah.
And you've already got the upgraded boots coming out, the Ionian cooldown boots for BDD.
T is really good, actually.
Going to set up around this red buff. Do CFO know
W Riot, Rito, W Riot, sending me gifts.
He starts up the red there.
He has flash, but he is just one shot.
In the jungle, sent to an early grave. A fourth for
Oh
KT,
shit.
I mean, this is just the vision playing off of that. They have been controlling this jungle.
He's gonna get dove bot, by the way. He's completely alone. Rakan needs to get down here right now. I don't think he makes it. He's dead, by the way. He's dead. He's dead.
He's gonna get stopped. You just flag it.
He's dead. Rakan doesn't make it. He has shuffle though, but they're just gonna Nautilus ult him. He's dead. Oh, and they can hit tower as well with grubs. I think this game might be over, by the way.
I mean, it's picture perfect, but it's an ugly picture if you're a CFO fan because
this game might be over.
Are making game 2 look like an absolute breeze, and it's all been around this play with BDD. Constantly going towards mid lane, getting involved.
Herald in 1 minute, they can't contest. They're 4k gold down, not possible. They need to just get gold on their Azir and get him back into the game. It's 2,000 gold down in 14 minutes. They need to get this Azir back in the game. This might be a... No, he has ult actually. He's fine. He doesn't even ult. Wow, he just flashed. Cassante flash or Necton flash. BDD is up here now, and Peter will click here as well, and Cuss is pathing towards this side. Like their team movements, their map play, their connection to each other. Very nice, no? Very nice. Everything is always connected. There is no one like doing a solo play or someone inting somewhere, not playing safe on weak side. Like they play their strong side well. They play their weak side well. They always path their jungler to the right side. They always have their strong member on the right side. Peter is roaming and making a nice play. Dokdam is not getting caught. Like, there's no hole, you know? There's no hole in the game for them. There's no one giving them anything.
So you lose so much tower damage every single time.
They're gonna try to kill the Renekton. That's the only play they can do. They have to kill this Renekton bot, but he has ult and level 11. So they're just losing then. Look, they're pinging the bot wave. You see on the minimap, bottom right, the assist ping on the wave. We have to dive this Renekton. We have to dive this Renekton. But if you judge off of what happened so far, Renekton will not die. He will just give this bot tower. Look, there's no hole. He doesn't die bot. He just plays safe. There is no hole on the map. They're playing really well. Everyone understands what they should be doing. So now they get Herald and they get mid tier 1 and they're gonna get top tier 1 eventually, and no one dies anywhere. Sure, they lose bot tower, but if you step up here as Renekton, you die and lose bot tower anyway, so it's really nice that he plays safe. They're kind of overcommitting for this Cassante kill though. They're wasting time here for sure. They're gonna realize, I guess. Yeah, they just realized they're wasting time. This is a nice shift though. Renekton shifts to mid because he can't lane bot anyway, and then because of that, Sivir shifts to top to help out with the play. So instead of Renekton being bot dying and losing bot tower anyway, he just shifts to mid, and then Sivir says, okay, if you're coming mid, I'm gonna go top, and we're gonna do this top tower play together. This map movement is really nice. Making sure everyone is worthy, you know? There's no like Renekton pressing S under tier 2 waiting for the wave. Instead of being useless down here, he moves mid and does something, and therefore the Sivir can move top and do something. It's all connected. He might be trolling here though. He has ult, but he's trolling here. Okay. Okay, the Renekton is trolling. I was praising and praising and praising, and he's just trolling. Never mind.
Perfect. Not going to be able to get away with that one. We'll see what they can get off the back of it here.
Not sure why he didn't go back bot at some point. Like going mid originally makes sense, but at some point he should just go back bot, I think.
Vision past that line of scrimmage.
Not sure what he was looking for here.
And through that river. So there's no more
there's the hole, I guess.
they really are hoping to not give up a super early soul point.
40 seconds Drake, 3,000 gold down, and no Kai'Sa ult, no Rakan ult, no Trundle ult, it's free for KT. Wait, did Perfect think one step further and not ult? To have ult up now? That's why he didn't ult, right? Because I was thinking, why doesn't he ult and try to survive? But maybe he saves it for the fight, right? That's what he's thinking. I might be dead anyway, so I'm just gonna save the ult. Wait, this could be crazy though, because they're actually here. But it's 4v3, it's not crazy. They're just goated. And they have TP on Renekton, worst case. Renekton's gonna TP, no? Has to TP. No, he doesn't even TP. They're just playing it 4v5. They literally just played 4v5. It's just GG, by the way.
Are asking why are KT better?
Their map movements are just better. Like it's just.
Sets up beautifully.
Like how did it? Wait, I'm gonna go back. The Drake is free anyway. How did the Sivir end up here? Did she just skip midwave or what? No, she does midwave into bot. Oh, okay, so it's just a normal shift. She does midwave. Nautilus is there giving prio, putting ward, and then they move bot all together. Okay.
I mean that was beautiful from Cuz. Walks in and he's basically
nice
daring you to dash away, right? He's holding the Cataclysm, he's holding the Flag and Drag. He's ready to punish at a moment's notice. Perfect reaction time there to immune that Azir ultimate. They win out in the 4v4. Perfect doesn't have to even bother teleporting down. They get the
that was a 4v5. He didn't even have to TP. And they got Drake. And they got bot tier 1. And they got a kill.
They have really accelerated the game to a ridiculous degree. When you look at a composition like this, that's
how do you even win this as CFO? You're just so behind, losing every objective, getting nothing on the map.
They realize their
I guess Dogo has 1 kill and 180 gold lead. Can you get this top tier 1 or are they gonna be here in time? You have no grubs, you can't take this. You can't get this. Gonna have to fight Atakan 120. It's topside Atakan. We're gonna need some CFO magic right now in this next fight. I think Atakan give is just too much, no? You have Soul Point all game and Atakan on enemy team. And grubs. And Herald. We need magic right now. This Atakan fight, CFO has to win. This is it, I think. The game will be decided right now. Atakan give is too much, I would say. Need to win this fight right now.
have really shown that they are a team that you need to keep your eyes on at Worlds 2025 and honestly at MSIs as well. Like this is a roster that is.
They're collapsing on top, by the way. They're Sivir ulting. Does the Seer get cancelled on the recall? He didn't. But they're flashing on the Trundle. Does this work? It's 5v5. Or is this crazy? Okay, Rakan just died. It works. Azir tried to shuffle. Why would he go for that shuffle though? Like it's nice Nautilus Q, but why would he go for that shuffle? It's 4v5, they're never winning that fight even if he shuffles. That's just Atakan, by the way. It's fine, he's gonna Q out. They're gonna do Atakan now. This game is just over. They are just crazy good, by the way. What's happening? This collapse was really nice. TP was really nice. Nautilus Q was really nice. Everyone's flashing on the Trundle. That's really nice. Wait, they're doing it and fighting? No, they're just fighting. Why aren't they doing it? They're actually trolling here a bit, or? Yep, 2 kills to Kai'Sa. They're trolling a bit here. This could be something. Can Azir do something here? We need something here. That's 2 kills to Kai'Sa though. They were trolling a bit here. Because if they just do the Atakan, I think there's no play for CFO. But they were looking for fights one more time. That's 2 kills to Dogo. Could be something, actually. 2 kills to Dogo, that's a lot of gold. Shutdowns probably as well. I'm surprised they're looking for this. That's just a free Atakan if they click it. Did he get shut down? 512. 512 from the Nautilus, and how much from the Sivir? And 587 from the Sivir. He got like 1.2k, 1.1k for this. So 3.5 kills to the Kai'Sa. That's something, yeah. But Atakan goes anyway.
I mean, just look at the mid-jungle advantage.
But that would have been the case regardless, so... I think the 2 kills on Kai'Sa is like pretty nice, you know, all things considered. Maybe the best you can hope for. Similar to last game when they caught the Braum and got 3 kills. Game state is absolutely horrible, so we're just going. Atakan is already gone though. Can they win this fight? Kai'Sa has no ult. Okay, run. This is not winnable. Run. It's not winnable.
him where the cage is at. Puts him back to the fountain. Only Honkyu left alive. As perfect BDD knocked down and Peter collapsed. It's an ace for KT.
Got another kill on Kai'Sa here. Some kind of shutdown on this Jarvan, no? I don't think they're ending. I'm just gonna check how much the shutdown watch on Jarvan. Kai'Sa killed the Jarvan, no? How much was this? I couldn't really see. 844? What's the gold on Kai'Sa here? 844, yeah. So he got 3 kills again. So he has like 7 kills or something worth of gold this game. Right now, this game. So Kai'Sa is actually pretty fed right now. But that's literally all they have going this game. Everyone else is so useless.
Too strong. No one's there to actually peel for Doggo. And again, there's just too many threats on the KT side. They're too rich.
Yeah, no killer instinct for Doggo as well to try and escape away. So gets caught by the Croc. And it's his swamp right
Soul
now.
in 20, have to fight. Does Kai'Sa have 3 item or 2?
20 seconds. This is Mountain Soul.
Please tell me she has 3 item. Please tell me she has 3 item. Fuck, she has 2.
I mean, this is going to be the last gasp you have to kind of think for CFO.
If she had 3 items here,
stop this Soul from going over.
This could have been possible, no? But 2 items not enough, I think.
You know, they already have so much power here. Red buff and blue buff just got picked up.
This will be hard.
They are going to be waiting for CFO.
But they need this. Have to fight here.
Almost an infinity edge for Dogdom. Doggo the only one really with 2 items that matter for CFO.
Come on, Doggo! Come on! Do the thing! No flash though. But do the thing. 0 setup, walking from mid, which is impossible. 8,000 gold down. Enemy has 34 flowers plus Atakan buff. But do the thing. It's not possible. Even if Kai'Sa ults in, it's not possible. Nice fist. Shuffle? Kai'Sa needs to go. Now or never. Now or never. Now or never. He can't. He can't even ult. NT. That's game.
Looked like they may have found the fight, but the wallets are too damn heavy. KT find the 5-0. Ace and will walk it down mid.
Yeah, CFO posed the question, but BDD had the answer as he has.
I'm sorry for doubting you, KT. I'm sorry. You are clean as fuck. Sorry for doubting. You're actually clean, by the way. KT versus GG will be very exciting to watch, I think, because their level looks pretty good.
KT in dominant fashion are gonna make it 2-0.
If it continues this way, I mean, and they make the semis, I don't want to like, take it out in advance, but it very much looks like a 3-0, my feeling. So if we were to get KT versus Gen G, that would be quite exciting, because I think with this level, it could be a fun series. What do you do as CFO? It's Doggo versus the world. You need a plan. You need a more stable game. You need a better plan. Like the swap is alright as a plan, but I'm more so feeling like the crazy game, you know, the level 1 invade or 3 camps into gank cheese. I think they need a crazy game to happen. They can't just play it like this, because KT is just way better as a team. Way better. They're actually clean, by the way. So CFO needs to make it crazy. They need cheese gank or level 1 invade or like a fucking Draven lane. For example, I think CFO need the game they played against FlyQuest, second game with Draven. Do you remember? They late invaded bot side. They had Draven, whatever, into Lucian Nami, and they were diving them on repeat. They late invade, they go crazy, you know, they need this. Slow game, macro game. Can't win, I think. KT are clean.
That ended up happening.
Nice roam by Peter here.
The very first is opened up from Peter's roam from bottom lane, the level 2 roam. Because
but Honkyu just needs to go back after this. Like he flash for flash, now he needs to go back. Can't, or wait for Rakan.
Trade flashes with Honkyu, then Honkyu, he actually
needs to wait for Rakan here.
Back up, so the heal move speed, he dodges a second hook, he emotes because he's thinking.
Yeah, had to wait for Rakan there, but I think even basing, honestly, basing and TPing back after flash for flash wouldn't be a bad idea. Because Orianna would do the same then, right? If you base TP back there with us here, Orianna has to do the same. Here, Junjia gets caught. Like, they're kind of here, but kind of not here. K'Sante is still farming top. Similar to last game, you know? This is just a 3v4. Similar to last game, they have one guy farming top and they're walking in anyway. Instead of waiting for the guy that's farming top to be closer or ready to move. While they're getting engaged on. It was actually exactly the same last game, you know? Corki was farming top, they're walking in. This game, K'Sante is farming top, they're walking in. Yeah, we need a crazy early game, I think, for Cfo to have a chance. We can't play the macro game. We need the micro game, you know? We need the fights happening perma, the lane 2v2, 1v1 with junglers ganking perma. We need the crazy game. I think slow game, macro game, KT way better. Okay, show me the crazy game, Cfo. Crazy, crazy. We need the crazy. They chose red side. Show me the crazy counter picks. Give me the crazy. Rest is still playing. They didn't swap back to driver. Rest is still their top laner.
You're on red side. I think that means we're gonna get some interesting
Yunara is open. Ryze is open. Sion is open. Ryze, Yunara, Sion are the big ones.
How funky can you get?
Ryze, Yunara, Sion. Do you trade? There's the Ryze ban. Now there's Yunara, Sion. Do you trade? Do you trade, or do you ban one here and then ban the other, or how do you do it?
I mean, Rest has played some weird stuff. You know, when you
Sion
look at, all of the games
and Yunara. What do you do? What do you do?
A Shen, like he's got Nidalee, he's got all kinds of random picks up there. So I don't know if he's going to see the opportunity.
What do you do? Yunara and Sion.
You are looking like you are kind of playing a similar game as your opponents. But
if KT ban one, they ban the other, you know? So they ban one. Now it's easy Sion ban, I think.
Break the chains, man. Go
easy peasy lemon squeezy
do
Sion ban.
You can think of, because you're not going to win this series if you can't really throw a wrench in the gears.
And if it is your last game at Worlds 2025, try and just go out and show what your region was, what you were capable of doing. Like,
are we looking at like an Alistar first pick? How far down the draft are we? It's for sure Sion if they don't ban it right.
Maybe, just maybe,
but if they ban Sion, what do you first pick? Alistar? They ban Ambessa. Wow, that's just the freest Sion ever. What? That makes no sense, no? Why would they do that? That's literally the champion they would play against Sion. They ban their own champion. If you're not banning Sion, you should definitely not ban Ambessa, because they would just... Yeah, I don't understand this one. Because no matter what, I think they're first picking Sion, right, if you don't ban it. But if they first pick Sion, the champion you want to play into it is Ambessa. So you just ban your own champ. That makes no sense.
Ward, I think, definitely can work, but the problem with Sion is always that not only are you so resilient, but
I'd rather have Ambessa into Sion or Rek'Sai into Sion than... Sorry. I would rather have Ambessa into Sion than Rek'Sai into Sion or Mordekaiser into Sion. I think the best champion you can play into Sion is Ambessa.
It is also
banning Sion would make most sense, no? You just ban Sion, for sure.
Strong for yourself, like that mid jungle, or even trying to open up something spicy for Kaiwing in that bottom side of the map. So I am
let's see what they pick here. Alistar?
I imagine it will be a jungle pick.
Caitlyn.
But the Caitlyn actually going to be locked in.
Just Caitlyn Karma or something.
Go for prio bot lane and then play.
What if you go like Varus and Karma? Is that crazy? Alistar Varus? I see Alistar Varus, yeah. But they're gonna go like Bard. Keep in mind.
The only thing I'm worried about though is that KT have been able to find success mid and early game. So if you're hitting this trough of where Caitlyn hasn't really hit her power,
this should be Varus, no?
That's really where you are.
But Bard value is crazy. 6, I like. 6 seems like the pick everyone goes for when they don't feel comfortable contesting the lane, you know? The second someone looks in Kate or even Varus and they're like, no, I don't think I can beat this, 6 is the pick always. Just neutralize completely, nothing can happen to you. Like, sure, they can go Bard now, but you're always gonna just farm in that lane, nothing's gonna happen to you. I like it more than Varus, actually. Because Varus is more like, I have to fight this lane to get out of it. With 6, it's more like, I don't have to do anything, I'm fine anyway. So it's like they go to whenever anyone's feeling hesitant to contest, which I understand, like hesitant into counterpick support, and Caitlyn makes sense. I would probably be as well. If I see Caitlyn on the other side and I know my support is getting counterpicked, I don't know if I would feel confident either to contest that lane very much. I think the 6 makes sense, the Alistar makes sense, Bard into this makes sense.
Going to be very strong when it comes towards both of
what junglers do you play at this point?
And also just clearing out these mid waves. So if you opt into this kind of
Nocturne? Nocturne is high value, I think. Maybe ban if you're Cfo. Yeah, they ban the Nocturne. What else is there? Sylas ban? So they're looking for Ahri then. Sylas is usually for Ahri, no? Or Maokai, but Maokai 6 doesn't make sense. Actually, it could be Maokai Yone 4-5, no? For KT. That would work, right? Sylas ban either opens Ahri or Maokai, I think.
especially when you're already from CFO trying to ban away more of that dive, because they kind of realize like something like a Vi here probably going to be the last ban. Actually, the
Yone ban comes in, yeah, so they can't do Maokai Yone anymore. But they can do Ahri, Ahri whatever AD jungler they want. They could do like Ahri Zed, if he plays Zed. I like Zed here, yeah.
I do really like
Does cosplay Zed? Zed would be nice, no? Zed Ahri 4-5 would be nice, I think, for KT.
As well, because in the finals against Team Secret Wales, he outplayed Histo in the Silas versus Zed 1v1. It was the Zed was so fed, and it was like kind of his Faker versus Ryu moment, his moment that he really.
I feel like Ahri is high prio, mid laner, Ahri, and Zed maybe.
Getting with the Silas, getting with the Pantheon, you can see KT saying, "Okay, we'll make sure that you can't be."
What even pick here? It should be Ahri, no? I think they should take the Ahri.
Is it?
I don't like Volibear. I don't like Kindred. I think it should be Ahri here.
Kindred would be fun. I mean, Kindred to me can be one of those really powerful scaling picks.
It's not good, no? Kindred, Caitlyn, Bart. This composition is not good, or? Yeah, Skarner is better. Skarner is better.
I was so excited.
What about like Ahri, Viego, Sejuani, no, needed more AD damage.
And then it's like your Sion counter pick is Rek'Sai, and you're blind picking your bot lane. I kind of don't really understand what they were trying to go with here.
I mean, it must be just trying to enable Honkyu on something funky, right? Like he's the last.
Zoe, BDD Zoe.
Woohoo! I think it might be time to go to sleep for CFO.
Viego, yeah, I love it. I love it. I love it so much. Hey, KT! Woohoo!
For years, and now it's
yeah, Viego is for sure the best pick in Skarner, I think, but Zoe, oh my god, we're in for a treat now. BDD Zoe, give it to me. Nice game. Not even go here. Wait, I don't like so much. Ahri better, no? Annie, I like. Ahri, I think, needs some kind of escape, no?
But it is also not the most easy comp to pilot. Yeah. That being said, if you are first to the objective as KT, trying to walk in through Ziggs poke and Zoe poke is going to be an absolute nightmare. And CFO at the end of the day kind of just went with like a couple meatballs and some scaling carries, and they're going pretty standard here.
I feel that we
need a crazy game from CFO. We need a late invade bot side into Caitlyn Bard linking them. But that's hard to do into Ziggs. I like what they went for with the Ziggs. Because if they're thinking the same thing I'm thinking, that the way for CFO to win games is Dogo, then Ziggs makes sense, no? You just stop everything. Even if they're late invade bot side, it's not like they can get much going on that side of the map. But that's probably what they should be doing. I think CFO should late invade bot side and just fucking play the game. Super aggro bot. Trade sides, everything bot. Hope for the best. Ziggs is good against that, but I don't know what else he got. There's a Sai on top, not doing anything to him. Viego outskills Skarner. BDD is going to be everywhere, doing everything, probably. I think we need bot cap here. It's the only way.
Hard focus from KT on shutting down Junja, denying them from getting any sort of leads in the early game. You can look to snowball off of, hey, we're just going to
come on, Dogo. Come on. Do the thing bot side. Come on. Late invade. Show me the late invade.
Of this second quarter.
Or even early invade and just stay inside, no? It's also good. Like 5-man bot invade and just stay bot. Also good.
Nocturne, not with a Viego. Similar idea though. The Nocturne was there with the Paranoia. You had the Ziggs, the Zoe combination for that initial burst.
Yep, absolutely. It is that kind of 1-2 punch of
camping.
The Ziggs and the Zoe. But they also
and Sion is giving ward to bot lane.
Damage, and with the Renekton, they have that Nocturne. Of course, Viego I think kind of slots in similarly. But maybe we'll get a bit more of a Bruiser Sion to have a bit more damage. That being said, there's not really any like super tanks over on the other side. Usually we are going to see Rek'Sai building Bruiser.
Yes. Late invade, yes. This is it. This is it. Come on. Come on. Late invade. Late invade and trade side. No. Stay. No. No. Standard game not possible, my friends. My dear CFO friends. Standard game not possible. Late invade.
Skarner not great into a lot of range.
Gabi.
The only real target that you're going to have is something like that Sion, but we'll have to see as it starts to go on. But again, I think it's more for CFO about getting Junja access in the early game. He has been such a core part of this roster the entire time that he's been on it. And unfortunately for him this game, he has been the target of KT consistently and hasn't managed to find that impact.
Yeah, I mean, it's going to be very difficult because there's a lot of tools to actually disrupt what the Skarner is trying to do as well. You're looking at headbutt away, you're looking at satchel, you're looking at trying to drive straight in on a Zoe who can sleep you. It's very, very difficult, I think, you know,
can't reach the aggro because everything's warded.
Effective ganks, and then sure, you could attack topside, but you're ganking a Scion, right? So it's going to be tough.
We've talked at length across the course of the series and on the analyst desk about, you know, you don't say you're excited about KT. You don't get too much motivation when you're talking about them because sometimes you're worried that they're not going to be able to have as much impact as they want. 2015 knocked out in the quarterfinals. 2018 knocked out in the quarterfinals.
Nice trade by Honkyu.
2023 knocked out in the quarterfinals. Often they
Kinda
lose
even
to
anyway.
a team that either loses to the champions or are the champions. But for so long, KT have been on the brink of taking that next step, and it seems like today here in Shanghai, it is finally their time to go one step further towards the finals.
And what an impressive performance it would be. The fact that they came into LCK and did not look good. They were not able to pick up wins at the start of their group stage, but instead then getting into playoffs, they have this massive upset against Gen G, and the whole world takes notice. And unfortunately that notice is exactly where KT fans don't want it to go, as KT weren't able to continue up on that success. But a 3-0 start here at Worlds, and now potentially looking to see if they can have a 3-0 performance here against CFO.
I mean, it would make it 7 straight wins at Worlds in the game score, but for CFO, they need to find a way in. Really feels important to try to create a point of power on the map, somewhere that you can really focus on, that you can play towards. Obviously, you do have these champions like the Skarner and like the Bar that really can get active on the map. But you need, I guess
he couldn't go for the Q with the EW on the ground. He would just run right into it.
Honkyu and Doggo to try to have that big stand.
Because he had Q up there, I think, BDD, but he couldn't go for it. He would just run into the eye and get rooted anyway.
CFO, it's again like an international where they have impressed. Last time we saw them lose the series before Worlds was back at MSI 2AL, and now they come back into Worlds. They impressed with the victory versus T1, and the question is, can they find that form again? Because KT have been on an absolute tear today. Like, CFO haven't played to the level perhaps they would have wanted, but you have to give credit to KT. This is probably the best performance I've seen from a 3-0 team coming back after the break, as we see a gank in the mid lane. Oh, Spectral Maw is expecting.
Did he try to predict the flash? He tried to predict it, right?
Able to walk away. Did TP back into
looked a bit like he was trying to Diego W the flash.
Basically, like, it's a nothing gank from Cuz, right? He's already fully cleared out. He wanted to move back down towards his bottom side of the map, so a transitional gank that just puts some pressure on towards Honkyu, and we've pretty much seen this consistently, right? The attacks from KT have been try and get in towards the jungle. Can we burn Junja's flash? Can we put some pressure on Junja? Okay, we've done that. Right, let's move Peter mid. Let's move Cuz mid. Let's try and put some pressure on Honkyu. That mid jungle that we hyped up so much coming into today has been under constant threat from KT.
Really has, and they're going to try to put
pressure
on this.
Maybe he has Cookie though.
Has the prio. Perfect is up here.
Don't really have the best chance for this.
Is moving though. He's already heading up here, so Perfect just has to delay.
Gotta kill him quickly. Oh, Perfect flashes away. BDD has the sleepy trouble.
Help!
Underneath the tower.
Oh, he missed the Q.
Paddlestar going wide. Still damage on Junja. He's able to walk his way away. In the end,
he missed the Zoe Q.
That is heartbreaking for CFO. Junja
Gabi.
not able to make it happen, and honestly, lucky they managed
Drake
to
goes over to the non-Caitlyn team. It's a fucking disaster, by the way.
Yeah, did a really good job to be able to block that up, but that is heartbreaking.
Caitlyn team does not have prio. Caitlyn team does not get first Drake. It's a fucking disaster.
As he tried to flash in for the unreactable Ishtal's impact.
Why are we diving top though, instead of playing bot side?
But he just flashed past him and then tried to hit us with a little drift to get back into position, but couldn't quite find it. Might have been the first.
Should just be spam ganking bot now, doing Drake themselves, going crazy bot side. Just, like, even if that top play works, just imagine a world, okay? Sion dies here. Diego's still doing the Drake. Caitlyn is still not getting anything done bot side. Sure, the Sion dies, but he's just gonna TP back, and the kill goes to what, Skarner or Rek'Sai? Like, I'd much rather have a Drake than a kill on Sion. Much rather. Or a plate on my Caitlyn.
Because even in these last two games, when you think about who has been having the best individual performance for CFO, even in losses, I feel like it has mostly been him. He has been trying to find these big moments, trying to go aggressive. You think to the Corki game, you know, flashing and getting that kill. You think to the Kai'Sa game, that bot lane fight, you know, going deep against those carries and getting a couple shutdowns. If they can get him in a winning position, Doggo has the mechanics to get you across the finish line against teams of this caliber.
Especially against a composition like this from KT. This is one
Nice
that
dodge,
wants
BDD.
to snowball. Zoe went ahead, incredibly strong. Zoe went behind.
Hard to hit that way ult, I think, when she has the W movement speed. Wait. He put 6 ult there, I think.
Yeah, and Doctam is level 6, so you have got to be careful. You get hit by anything else, the ult might just be your flash or your death. So Doggo gonna have to back off, which means you're gonna be losing some more minions.
Wait, are we in trouble here? Q-flash Alistar? No, just combo. I wonder if he Q-flashes there, the Alistar, and then W's out. Maybe possible, no? Q-flash Alistar there, W behind. It's possible, no? But also, this is not bad, I guess. They use nothing and they get flash. Grubs in 30. Maybe we see a swap sometime soon.
It's because Doctam was able to hit so many of these consistently.
It's not diveable, or? It's just a chunk.
How much more do they want to go for?
Nice chunk, anyway. Yeah, that's nice. Can do this wave and now base. And TP top. Wait, actually, KT has 3 grubs, no? 6 has prio and base into TP if he wants. Caitlyn can never be there.
By the enemy blue buff, that was Cuz placing this ward after he did that drive-by gank in mid lane. That has been there the whole time. Cfo has not been able to clear that out for quite a while, and that's giving them all this information. Peter just showed it to him.
Hey man, there's a ward in there. Why do you get the gold?
You know what? I respect it. He's like, we're winning a little bit too hard, buddy. The ward.
Well, Kaiwing has to kill the ward, so he's delayed.
Flash mid, 1v1. It's so rough, by the way, because 6 can TP up here, so it just might be 3 grubs. Like 6 has prio, he can base TP here. It's 5v4. You can't really see it because of the watermark, YouTube watermark, but 6 is basing right now and he's just gonna TP here. It's 5v4. He's just gonna TP here. You see? It's 5v4. It's 3 grubs and a free fight if they want. Bard no flash. Oh shit! Peter's the goat. Actually, he dies for it. He dies for it. Rek'Sai in trouble? Question mark? Bubbled. He's dead. And Bard is dead too. He has no portal. It's GG, by the way. They're gonna get grubs too. It's just GG. It's just a 3-0. 1k gold lead on 6, by the way. The only way to win this for CFO is crazy game, Doggo ahead. We have neither.
Situations where CFO is not respecting the map state. You called it out, Rob.
Why didn't they late invade bot? Why didn't they play for Drake? Why are they fighting 4v5? They know 6 can TP here. But this is nice play, Peter. All things considered, nice play, Peter. He's made a lot of nice plays this series. Like, Peter is kind of the GOAT, no? This series. Every game has been impactful. He had a good Braum game, he had a good Noctis game, and he's having a good Alistar game. And we are just dead. Oof. Bubbled into 6 ulted. Oh, yeah. No, he wasn't shopping, he was bubbled. He was bubbled. He was bubbled into 6 ulted. He wasn't shopping. That's a nice combo, no? Bubble into 6 ult? Can't touch it. You can always hit the center. Like, you have guaranteed middle 6 ult, if you understand what I mean. Like the middle portion of the ult. He didn't flash. He gets trapped. Why didn't he flash? He lives anyway. Ult? No, he doesn't have. He lives anyway. Oh shit, Drake spawning. Can they fight? I think they have to fight, by the way. Full item 6 at 10 minutes. Aye. Help! They're in so much trouble, by the way. Need to fight this Drake, I think. Please don't give this Drake. Just fight. Just fucking fight. Just fight. Oh no. Oh no. If Alistar and Diego clicks here, we're dead, by the way. He's gonna get bubble, he has no flash, he's dead, he's dead.
Yeah, it is really looking tough already as Kaiwing gonna get spotted and Peter's looking.
Alistar will just ult it, yep. He's dead. That's such a good play, by the way. What is this? This is such a good play, or?
The best Zoe in the world, and he's showing us why. Relentless pressure here.
Wow. Second Drake. Scorner is top for whatever reason. I guess they were gonna give the Drake, that's why, but... Wait. If Scorner is top... Okay, let's say it like this. If they're giving the Drake and Scorner is topside, why are they not laning Hui into Sion on their strong side and Rek'Sai into Zoe on their weak side? They cannot play up here. Also, he's building armor. Doctam is caught, actually. Kill the Doggo, please! We need this. Please kill him.
Ginger flashes
Okay, nice.
finally. Finds the shutdown. Cuz now on the back.
Oh, he buffered ult. Nice ult by Cuz.
A magical journey
not
for
possible, no?
Ginger onto Peter, but a double
There's
blast
out.
cone will get them to safety.
Okay, they got one. Toktam got caught. That's something at least. This could be something as well. No, Skarner has ult. Alistar has no ult, no flash. Ult him, ult him, ult him, ult him. Ult, 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 ult.
But there's the trample stun, a good impale through the wall.
Not the Viego.
Onto that Skarner, Paddlestar just
Like the Alistar's no flash, no ult. Just kill the Alistar. Okay, nice.
Finds the kill. BDD still dashing forward with the portal, jumps in the end. Cfo will back away with
Okay, nice. It worked out.
And
And they got Viego flash. It actually worked out. Fine in the end. I think you should just go for Alistar there. Alistar is the one without flash ult, and they know that. They know he flashed on mid, and they know he ulted on bot.
Yeah, KT were playing very aggressively in that moment. I mean, CFO
Yeah, that's a bit, you know, that's a bit, little bit. They have zero objective again.
They didn't want to cede.
But they got a kill. 2 kills actually. Doktam got caught.
Kept fighting, and CFO
And Peter at the
able
end.
to get something back here, but again, Doktam just pushing through mid lane.
Herald to
constantly.
20. I
Has been a
think they can
concept
give
of this
Herald.
top lane, has been very
It's okay.
annoying to deal with for Perfect. It is a frustrating matchup. You're locked
How did he
into
get caught
tower,
mid?
but Sion is still getting
Skarner
what
is behind him, he
Sion
doesn't know.
needs. When we look
He
back
just doesn't
one
know,
more
I guess.
time,
And he's W aggressively,
as they
wow.
had to
He's
have
trolling.
done so much to take
He
down
must have... How did the Skarner get behind him without him knowing, though? He must have thought there's no one behind him. So Skarner sneaked there somehow. Maybe he crossed through mid when there was no wave or something. I'm not sure how you get there with Skarner without knowing. Here KT could leave, actually. Not sure what they're looking for here, because this Alistar could just get Skarner ulted here and killed easily. No flash, no ult. They could still leave, you know? Could still leave. He combos in, no? Yeah, he combos in. He's actually trolling. Why did they leave?
Still a 4v3, and you're fighting it without
They were actually
the ultimates
fine.
on Cuz, without the
Viego
ultimate
just
on
flashed
Peter
out from
with
the Skarner
lower
ult and they were
health bar.
fine.
So it was definitely a very aggressive look there from KT. Wanted to try to defend. Not a huge punish either way, but it is a little glimmer of hope you have to feel like there for CFO. Unfortunately, the kills going to Skarner is not what you want to see.
He's the only guy with a big gold lead for CFO, 1,000 gold ahead on Ginger, who has been the face of this league for so many years. As KT begin to push in top, the Impale from Ginger will catch out Peter, pops the Unbreakable Will, already down to half HP, Spiraling Despair is going to go back into the rest of the team. Cuz getting slowed by it as well, but the Severing Bolt not enough to kill off the cow.
Nicely done, though, by Junja, making a really good use of this ultimate, pulls him in.
Yeah, Junja is doing well
Yes, he gets away.
this game. I don't really like where he's been on the map, but at least he's like getting stuff done, you know? Something is happening at the very least.
Those become point and click.
And also just gives them this vision control in this top side if they want to play aggressive.
I would say next Drake is more important than anything else. Like Herald, tier 1s, kills, nothing matters as much as the next Drake, I would say.
Redemption onto Honky just to top him up. CFO will really want to take this out, but now they have to look for the reset. No wards currently on Kaiwing. That's what he's going back for. Trying to get them up.
140 Drake.
Position, whereas Peter yet to actually upgrade his World Atlas all the way. He's finished that redemption, as has Kaiwing. So in terms of warding advantage, it's a small one for CFO.
You got push on bot side and the opportunity to try and TP rest in. Still though, they weren't quite able to get the pressure the CFO wanted here. Couldn't get deep vision. Now you've got KT back out onto the map, and Peter again in a great position to just sneak some of those wards into that top side and spot out.
I feel like this would have been a good game for Rek'Sai to lane Zoe and Hui to lane the Sion. Look at Sion item. Sunfire, Bramble Vest, and many times up until this point they haven't contested the other side anyway. So when Sion Rek'Sai was laning top, they were not contesting bot anyway, and in this case, when Sion Rek'Sai is laning bot, they're most likely not contesting this side anyway. So wouldn't it make more sense to have Hui into Sion, Rek'Sai weak side, and just play here? And before, when they were top here? You understand what I mean? Like this Hui can actually do something to the Sion, no? The Sion is full armor.
And that's exactly what KT are looking to do, just fishing for some of these bubbles on the top side, seeing if they can connect with Honky.
Do you have any wards for Rek'Sai TP? Not really.
Push out the waves,
Drake is everything, 25. Drake over everything, everybody. Drake, Drake, Drake.
Pop up those wards again, went from 1 to 4. And you have to remember as well, with the Sleepy Trouble Bubble, the next bit of magic damage you're taking is amplified. So those bouncing bombs can kind of act just like a paddle star.
Zigzal too. I mean,
that's my worry.
That's kind of the real dream, is you hit that on a carry, you press R, they're either dead or they leave the fight, right? Like there's no continuing the fight as Doggo.
Cfo or late.
And, you know, in that situation, if they're going
TPing down with
really fast with almost defensive Bard ults, right? Because if to start off the fight, one of your carries gets hit by a sleep and Ziggs is going to throw out his ult, you have got to be
or late
right
to this.
there to try to deny it. But that takes really quick reactions.
Gonna be hard to enter, no? You're gonna get bubbled on enter. They're already doing it. Gotta go, gotta go. We gotta go. They're doing it. Go, 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 go. Get in there. Go, 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 go. Please go, please go. Bardult is decent. Go, go, go. Steal it. He got it, he got it. And Bard is good. Viego's already dead. Might be good, might be good, might be good. Portal, portal, portal. Go, 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 go. Come on, boys. Come on. It's enough, it's enough. Got the Drake, got the kills. Nice, 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 nice. Please, give us a series. Come on. Can't. 2 kills and Drake, not bad. Even game now. Nice, nice game. Come on. Oh, he doesn't have ult, he can't do anything. I don't know why he's here. Should just go bot. Just go bot. Please, just go bot. Don't in, please don't in. Oh! Is that worth it? Is that worth it? Did 6 have a shutdown? I will just check real quick. No, it's just 1 for 1. It's just 1 for 1. No shutdowns. They got the Herald after the play as well. But at least it's 1 for 1 with confidence, you know, like, hey, I got you. I don't think he should have done that, but nice fight, nice fight, nice steal, nice Bard ult. Look at the Bard Q here on Viego. Sion into Viego, no? Look at the Bard Q. Perfect Skarner ult in the Bard Q. Viego couldn't play. Nice combo. Skarner got the steal, the ult on Viego into Bard Q. Perfectly played. Nice game. Come on, boys.
This Skarner into place as soon as this Rek'Sai can actually get onto the targets.
This game winnable. Come on.
And ideally, KT
Driver dancing. I guess you can't see because I'm in the way, but
by overgrouping at the Dragon, they open up everything for CFO. And it's just maybe.
Okay, now we have a game, maybe. Atakan in 130. We might have a game, everybody. We might have a game. Atakan 130, everybody. Gotta be there.
Most of the gold in that last fight for CFO, who have evened out the total gold in the game, did go to their jungler and to their top laner. Rek'Sai can do a lot of damage. Titanic Hydra complete. Tunneler as well, building up to more of those physical damage items, but it's not as much as you would like.
But for me, it's less about the gold, it's about the map control. Sure. Because that's really what CFO need. When you're getting down these turrets,
1 minute Atakan. We need to defend this. Alu. Don't give mid tier 1. Don't give mid tier 1. Collapse with Rek'Sai and kill them. No flash Ziggs.
Getting this deeper vision, so as KT look to contest objectives,
40 seconds Atakan. We gotta be there.
Bubbles through the walls that can then retreat, fall back step by step, and you have to constantly try and fight for that control back over the objective. If you can park yourself as CFO in front of it, you force KT to pull that trigger early, which is exactly what we just saw. That's not what KT want to do.
I mean, it's just kind of such an interesting set of compositions, right? Because KT's comp really is all or nothing, right? You hit everything, you hit that sleep into the Mega Inferno Bomb, all of a sudden CFO can do nothing. You miss all those early spells and get hard engaged on, all of a sudden you're not really putting out any pressure either on that front line, and Cuz is 1.3k gold behind. This Viego really needs that first reset, and there's not any like point and click. You're not paired with a Syndra, an Annie, an Ahri, anything like that. So it's
Bubble is decent, no? 6 ult. Oh shit, we're dead. Oh shit! Oh wow, that combo is crazy. And Skarner dies too. And Alistar flash Q! Help! Help the kitten! Oh my god, that Alistar play was sick, by the way. And Bubble again. Oh no. No. Bubble again!
And the chase comes out from Perfect and from Doc.
Oh, he dies!
Hongchu is not done yet. Cuz will chase him down.
Fix this fucking Viego champion, by the way. You're not serious, he can double ult like that. Are you serious? Look at the Viego. Look at the Viego. How can he double ult like that? They gotta fix this. Look at the Viego. He will come here. He's in form. He's ulting. He W's. He ults again. Fix this fucking champ. How can he ult twice?
See what the two different fights look like.
Shebail.
And there is not a lot you can do. Look at this beautiful sleep into the Mega Inferno.
Sleep into 6 ult. Crazy combo. No counterplay. If you get bubble, you're just dead. And this Alistar play was really nice. Nice Alistar play by Peter.
He's looking like he's got an
Oh, we're playing again. No flash, no ult, by the way. Do we have a Caitlyn trap? We're not hero Caitlyn, actually. But it's dead anyway. Wait, Atakan start. No, Atakan. Atakan. Come on. The pace is good. The pace is good, by the way. This is the kind of game they can win, I think. Pace is good. A lot of fighting. They can win this game. Ooh, that 6 ult hurts. Where's BDD? He's coming. He's late now. Finish. Finish. We have traps. Play for finish and fight. No? Fight. Go fight. It's 4v5. Fight. No? Okay. Sure? Can fight, no?
CFO, they get the pick and they just force their
bubble.
hand. Immediately start the Otacon, rush it down.
Okay. Drake is up as well. We gotta fight now.
KT's comp is so weak when they're late to the fight.
And this is the scrappiness we're talking about.
There's a ward there. That's really annoying. Cover the bubble, please. Oh! Zoe! Peel. Viego. Help. Care for the Viego. Oh no. Flash out. Bard Q is good. Maybe. No. He should have flashed out. Fuck, he's died with flash up. Can't. Gabi. That was Drake. Gabi. Can win maybe, still, even if this Drake goes. Can still win.
With Doggo and Rest running as fast as they could, but it's KT who are pouncing on Junja and finding the kills they need to turn the play back.
I mean, it feels like it was just 2 or 3 minutes ago that we were talking about Cuz being down 1.3 gold. He got 7 kills in a row, and now is up nearly 2K on this Viego. He is a problem. Has the entire LDR purchased up. They just moved towards Soul Point as well. This play to start it off, though, was really nice from Doggo. As BDD goes over the wall, he almost one-shots him, but he goes back into the root. You got the 90 caliber net hitting him, takes him down with that headshot. But Cuz is such a problem. We talk about the lack of consistent damage. Doesn't feel like they have that anymore.
Wei is driving. Why is it Wei driving?
As Honkyu takes a drive to his demise, and now
why is it Wei driving?
BDD with a paddle star doesn't quite clip Junja. CFO back away.
Perfect timing on that decimating smash was just that. What a beautiful play. Catches Honkyu as he Herald there. Peter follows up.
Can we know?
The carry down.
Try to lock in.
It was unnecessary. You didn't need to take that ride. Honkyu thought maybe he could get it, but the tower doesn't even fall off the back of it.
How much gold does Viego have? Full bot collector. He had like 2,000 gold in this space. He went from Dirk to collector right away, plus a pink.
And the pedal difference is pretty significant, though. You have to look over at CFO's side. It's about 20.
This game is winnable, I think. This game is winnable. Lock in.
So the gold lead lies to you a little bit, but it's it is KT getting further and further ahead, nearly 4,000.
Have to fight the Drake in 330, and there's Baron as well in 40.
CFO is going to have to try to make their last stand.
So kind of need to ward that first, and then play the Drake.
Because if KT are there first, it feels almost impossible.
I feel like at this point you have to kill the Viego, no? And care for bubbles, I guess. One bubble is one kill with this 6 ult combo. Actually, crazy combo if you think about it. Like, is there a better combo? Because 6 ult, middle part of 6 ult from Zoe bubble is crazy damage, no? Like, what would even be more damage than that? That's literally max damage you can get now from one spell. Pretty much. There's like guaranteed half HP damage no matter what every time.
But averages about 75% win rate on the champ all time. So often we see KT having a band against them. For Honkyu, he'll be looking like the last couple of fights have gone well. Couple of good spiraling despairs. I don't think he's had a series where he would say he's shone, but he can do it. We have seen him so many times come back from poor series, from poor games, and within that same game actually accelerate himself.
I think we need to one-shot the Viego to win. CFO needs to kill the Viego. I don't know if it's possible to, for example, trade frontline, because Viego gets a reset and he just wins that fight.
That can be the difference maker. That little bit of
like if Alistar dies for, let's say, Alistar for Skarner, I think that's just winning for KT with Viego reset. So they need to actually kill the Viego somehow. That's not easy. He's full squishy though. It's still not easy. He can also buffer his ult on like Skarner ult, he can buffer his ult on Bard ult. So he can't really get caught if he plays well. Oh shit. Oh shit. Actually he ults and flashes, right? No, he flashed into the Sion Q. Do they cross the Baron here, or do they take bot tier 2? They take bot tier 2, I think. Wait, so we TP up? No, not TP. This is not a fight, I think. They're just faking it. This is just a fake fight. It's fake, it's fake. So he has not TP, it's just a fake fight. There is fake moving. Wait, maybe? He buffered. He's won though. It's possible? Sion Q was huge. Six ult was really nice. So is coming. Gotta run. That was a nice try, I think. But that's probably game here. They all die and they lose Baron and then they lose Drake. That's probably game. Nice try, I think. That could have been a kill, actually. Yeah, most likely game. NT.
They are crushing this fight. Cfo got picked off in the side lane, tried to force their hand, but
that's Baron into Drake.
Make the collapse happen.
They are out of options. That is most likely game, yeah. Can they steal this? They don't even have smite. It's not possible to steal anything. He's just wasting his time. He's just wasting his time. He can't do anything here.
They can burst it down. They should be able to do so, as rest was there. But KT, this is beautiful.
And now there's a Drake fight. Could they one-shot the Viego here? Because that was the only option, you know? If they get this one-shot, they have to go for it. Could they? Look how low he is. Not possible, I guess.
Sets up Doggo and Kaiwing to take half their health bar.
Best chance.
And then KT follow.
Now, Peter for player of the series, man. He 100%. Headbutts away the impaling Junja so it doesn't connect, and then Cuz can rejoin the fight. It's just been sublime from him every game.
I mean, he's absolutely smurfing. That Ziggs ult had to be 3,000 plus damage between the three people that it hit. Like, that was crazy. BDD arrives.
Have to fight.
He's got death cap
7k gold down.
2 seconds.
Enemy has a Baron buff.
Potential last stand here of Cfo.
Good luck, have fun, boys. Good luck, have fun. Need to TP in now, no? TP? Hello? Hello?
The Drake down to 9,000. BDD looking to see if he can find a sleepy trouble bubble. Lands it onto rest. He can't join the fight. Tempered Fate on the backline. Paddlestar just short. Dragon down to 4k. SKT look for the soul and not.
He's zoning the jungler. Oh my god, Peter's the GOAT, by the way. Oh, so nice. He zones this corner with W. Cuz flashed in. He has the reset. As I said, trading frontline is not possible. Alistar died for Rek'Sai to start this fight, but this is not possible because Viego reset. Every time you trade frontline when you're playing Viego side win. Wait, he knows how to play Hui. He did QW. He knew. What? One more. He knows. Yeah,
for the first time ever, KT looked ahead to the World Semifinals.
I really didn't think today would be 3-0, but they were fucking clean, by the way. This game was a bit more messy than other games. But even in this kind of game, I think they played well, you know? A lot of good things in this game, even if it was messy. GG's 07 CFO.
The Nexus next, the KT coaster keeps on climbing. For the first time in history, KT are going to semis.
I think it might be time to get excited, by the way, because KT played pretty well today. So, Genji versus KT, even though it sounds on paper like a complete free win for Genji, I don't think it is.
Oh my gosh, I don't even want to say it. I was just thinking
playable, no? For KT. I think it's playable.